can't believe they set the title screen on fire. That shit's crazy. Edgeworth is forced to look at fire for all time. Everything else is like, here's the plane.
10,000 Burger Kings await the streamer in the newest hit season of Ace Attorney Investigations 1.
I don't get Burger King.
Lawyers.
Get Burger King
There's
for
none,
lawyers.
There's none nearby.
That's fucked. Can't believe this. I actually fucked up. Streamer can't get Burger King.
It's so over.
I didn't even know what I wanted for dinner, and I was thinking of streaming. I was like, holy shit, I can get some Burger King. And now I was sad because like my friend the streamer cannot have Burger King. That's kind of not very pog.
It's kind of an L.
Huge L from no Burger King land.
No.
Well, that's a cool building. Shame it burned down.
Yeah, shame it's on fire. Hate it when that happens.
Do you think this was caused by the local Burger King?
No, everyone
it's
went
a
and
high
got
possibility.
burgers. Everyone went and got burgers. It's perfectly fine.
Oh,
Oh.
well, yeah, like one of the staff members of the Burger King is responsible for the
Oh,
fire.
okay. Well, maybe that's possible. I thought you were saying like Burger King, like the whole restaurant, like got together and said, "We hate Babal."
Fuck football.
I should have put a category on the tier list for works at Burger King.
There's still time.
It's an essential thing.
As a friendly reminder, this is like the first time we didn't stop at an actual stopping point, so we're just gonna get jump scared by Windy Old Bag.
Oh, I think that's kind of like, that's a good stopping point. When the old bag, she's like the checkpoint. I don't know where I was going with this.
She is the checkpoint. She's just gonna be here. Like she's immediately what we're gonna have to do.
Well, certainly this day can't get any worse right now. Oh. Oh, shit, it's when the old bag.
What a cast of characters we have in this room, looking
I'm
over
just gonna
it
stare
again.
at the streamer until they decide to come over here. By the way, did you know you have a run button?
What?
I'm still not in this scene, sir.
I have a
I
run
wish Gumshoe
button.
were here. I bet he's enjoying his Burger
What?
King.
Edgeworth
Achievement
can,
unlocked.
Edgeworth can
I can
jog.
fucking book it. Indeed, streamer, I can book it.
Well, I'm the time to never make use of that.
I don't remember if
You know what I will
yes.
make use of?
What's this? A present for me?
No! Obviously, I can't simply give you this generic line, aka the piece of evidence.
Sure. I see. You're just embarrassed to give it to me in front of all these people.
I like to point out that for the second time, Windy Old Bag has a weapon.
I deserve one.
Like it was a fake gun, and presumably that's a fake sword. But I'm just putting that out there.
I'm
I
just
don't
now,
know if you give me weapons. But don't
just
worry,
now
I can wait.
realizing the two people Edgeworth hates most in the world are playing characters in his favorite show ever. This has got to be the worst day of his life. Second worst day of his life, actually.
This is the second worst day of my
The
life.
second word. No. But don't worry, I can wait. A present of love from my Auntie Pooh is something something.
Sorry.
I'll have plenty of more talking to do, I'm sure. What the bother?
If you only knew how much, Francisca. Ugh. Now then. What are you doing here? I thought you were working at Gatewaterland as the Pink Badger.
What are you talking about? That was ages ago.
That was yesterday!
Look, I worked at Global Studios before, a long time ago, right? Well, they called me up this morning, kind of out of the blue, actually.
I realized in between streams, by the way, how interesting it is that because this entire game takes place like over like 3 days, like this entire game is the length of like one trial in the other games.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah.
Which is really
That's
weird.
fucked.
It's really weird to think about.
They called you. Apparently, the girl who plays the pink princess collapsed from a bad cold.
No,
That
dude.
was so suddenly, they called me in to be her last-minute replacement.
Do they not have enough people on staff at that studio?
I really couldn't say no, so here I am, playing the role of a heroine.
Yeah, it probably takes so much longer for Phoenix, not counting the court, because every time like he goes from point A to point B in the trilogy, Maya probably stops at a Burger King every fucking time.
Also, that bitch canonically does not have a car.
Oh, that's true. Phoenix is just walking to all those places.
Bitches
So, yeah,
don't have my Ferrari.
Edgeworth just gets places fast, so...
I got my sports
There you go.
car. Got my passport. I don't need public transportation. Too rich.
Instead of that Mindy girl, I mean. Oh, but the poor girl, I feel bad for her. Because they let me stand in for her, she's going to have a terrible time when she returns. I mean, I'm not exactly reading the strange, but I used to be a stand-in at the very... I threw that ragdoll instead of a shuriken, and the audience was in a uproar. And I tell you, they're really just a bunch of simpletons.
I want to go home.
You're a rather lively old lady.
So basically, you received the stand-in request this morning, correct?
Got it! If you need to see it, I've got it right here. Look. It appears that she is telling the truth.
Somehow this will be relevant to my murder case.
Can't wait for this to be relevant to the murder case.
I tell you, my fine acting moved the entire audience to tears.
It's true, I was the audience. Oh, never mind. Nope, you're mid. Yes, tears of laughter, as I recall.
Being famous has its problems too, you know. Here, take a look at this. It's a letter from a stalker. I was just taking my break when I found this stuck under the door to my room.
Is that just from Larry?
Honestly, you really have to watch out for these kinds of things. Look at what it says. Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight. Your loving night. Huh, how absolutely revolting. I mean, you think you could get my name right? There's no accent in my name.
Wait. No! This horrible handwriting! Wait, actually, no, wait. I don't know where I've seen this before. But I have a feeling I'm going to be upset in 10 seconds.
Ah, but now that you're here, Eddie Pooh, I feel 100% safe.
Where do I factor into this?
You'd bust that evil stalker man for my sake, wouldn't you, Eddie Pooh?
Well, if you allow me to the liberty to handle this in my own way, I'll gladly dispatch a detective to your house later, Detective Gumshoe.
Nope, not doing it, sir.
Oh, come on, Edgy Poo. Stop being so dismissive. I'm playing hard to get.
A letter from a stalker
Great.
data jotted in my organizer.
Somehow this will be relevant to my murder cases.
What were you doing at the time of the crime?
What crime?
What? You're kidding me.
After the show was over, I had nothing but free time on my hands.
Like 3 separate crimes have happened.
So I used the fireplace in the room next door to keep my bad hip warm.
Why am I putting this in my logic box?
I gotta remember what's in my logic box.
Then the murder occurred in the room right next to yours. Oh, is that right? Oh, Edgy Poo, I'm so scared. Hold me, caress me.
Hold it! If you could please not cling on to my personage.
In any case, I take it then that you failed to show up at Ambassador Alba's speech. No, I didn't go. I mean, I may have the heart of a young, tender maiden, but my body just refuses to cooperate at times. As soon as the show ended, my hips started acting up and got stiff. I didn't move at all.
Can you provide proof of your condition?
Oh, you just go on ahead and ask the doctors in the infirmary. They're the ones who carried me from the theater all the way to this embassy.
I have to admit, the thought of her not being able to leave that room is rather pleasant.
Yo, dog dropped. This is the missile.
Oh, oh my god, is that... Missile.
Prosecutor Von Kerber, I brought the police dog as you requested, sir. It may or may not be missile.
Good work. You may leave now, officer.
This dog, with the soundbite.
I requested the assistance of a dog in our search for the Aragarasu. Ah, looks like you guys have some pretty bright dogs in this country too.
Why is... Yeah, that's missile. Yeah, okay.
Hey. You're a real cutie, aren't you? Yeah, that's a good boy.
That's the police dog Gumshoe's been taken care of. I think its name is Missile.
What a fitting name for a police dog that dashes out in front and attacks.
Yo, Missile Arc never dies. Even in alternate timelines.
Yeah.
Every character
That action
in
alone.
this case.
It's true, I'm the resurrection of I don't fucking know. That action alone isn't exactly what's going to solve this case for us, you know.
Now, Missile, I want you to find some clues. Go!
For better or for worse, this missile cannot talk and break my voice. Go, Missile. That was so efficient! Holy shit!
Dude.
Oh, good dog. You really are quite bright, aren't you? Unlike a certain someone I know. Now, what do we have here?
Dude, Missile inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. And fucking found shit.
Gumshoe taught him so well.
Oh, never mind.
What? What is this? Looks like a small hot dog. What?
Oh, wait, Francisca. Isn't that, an official samurai dog?
Missile's pissed.
Ah! No! Bad Missile! He ate it. I wonder if it's alright for him to eat that.
It's just the meat substance snack featuring the steel samurai. I'm sure he'll be fine.
That's quite a bit of information you gathered there in a single quick glance.
Well, we should really be focusing on why there was a samurai dog there in the first place.
Looks like that snack wasn't all Missile found.
Well, what do we have here?
Dude, they're throwing the most random pieces of evidence at me. We have gotten a stalker letter to Windy Oldbag. Windy Oldbag's note that she took over a role, a hot dog, and a shirt.
Truly.
I believe that's where we're
The
at.
case 5. The case 5 of Ace Attorney games.
It appears to be a lady's undershirt.
There's just a dead body in this room.
I wonder if Ambassador Alba might have an interest in cross-dressing.
I'd somehow doubt that. It doesn't look like the shirt would even fit him. Samurai dog and a lady's undershirt. What are these two items doing in a room like this? Given the circumstances, the lady's undershirt could only belong to one person. I suppose I should get this over with and ask the owner of said undershirt about it.
Oh, Missile.
Francisca, bark!
Dog arc. He was a much bigger help than I thought he would be.
Yes. However, there are a few aspects I don't really understand about what he found.
In that case, you should keep on investigating until you do understand. Now, my subordinate, continue with the investigation.
Alright, I will. It is with great dread that I proceed and do what I must do to solve the case.
Alright, what's in my box? I just don't remember.
Francisca. Logic box.
My
Smoke and
that's
chimney. Okay, well these go together, but I like doing my logic box last. I don't know, that's how I like to do it.
Hello there, Wendy old bag. Is
Oh,
this your
Wendy, old
shirt?
bag.
Oh, hello,
We
edgy
we
poo.
found your shirt in the fireplace. The hot dog was not important enough to get into my evidence.
Do you like the funny music?
Yes, it's very fitting. Why am I here today? If you could please take a look at this brown-colored undershirt.
Oh, edgy poo. What is the meaning of this? Why did you steal that thing from my bags? All you had to do was ask, and I would have gladly given you as many as you like.
Thanks, but no thanks, no thanks. I'm good. This shirt was found here in the crime scene.
What?
Come now, why don't you just confess and explain what it's doing here? This undershirt.
I know nothing. Nothing, I tell you.
Oh, what?
Oh, I admit that I used the fireplace to dry that shirt. But I can't really help the fact that I had to, you know? Wearing that pink princess costume was like being in a sauna. And on top of that, I get fingered as a suspect? You're too cruel, edgy poo.
Are you claiming that you never once set foot inside this room?
Of course I am. If I'd been the one to find the body, do you think I'd be as calm and relaxed as I am? I tell you, it's always like this. It's always my fault for a tabloid article, and the lawyer makes sure they're missing,
My
and
husband.
it's a matter of my husband. When we got married, he's like, I'm stuck marrying you. What happened to that? He deserve you. Well, I can't help it. Can he really marry me? Honestly, men these days. I'm married. You
There's
know
a
that?
there's a lot in there.
Streamer, can you press the R button real quick? I feel like we missed important old bag.
I forgot we have this ability.
It's pretty powerful. I only just remembered.
There's the matter of my
camera's missing.
husband.
The tabloid article is missing.
Oh my god, the camera's missing.
That lawyer always makes sure it's my fault they're missing.
Speaking, there's the matter of my husband.
What is this Wendy old bag lore that we're learning now?
Is her husband missing?
Well, there we go.
Well, I don't believe that she's lying about her actions. So I can safely assume she really was drying her shirt by the fireplace on her break. And somehow the undershirt managed to move from the next room into this one. That's
Somehow
going in my
this is
logic
Larry's
box.
fault. I don't know how yet. Somehow this is because of Larry.
I also assume the samurai dog was also yours?
Ah, that brilliant mind of yours. You really can't see through everything about me.
And so the feeling of dread continues, but I suppose I should ask for more details.
Hot dog.
Trigger my dialogue option.
Figuring your dialogue option, that samurai dog was yours, wasn't it?
Oh, of course I'm forever yours, my edgy wedgy poo.
Hold it! If you could just stick to what I asked you. Edgy. Are you and Miss Oldbag? No!
Ah, you really don't change, do you? When will you learn how to take a joke? Anyway, that samurai dog wasn't mine. Those things are a present from the studio to the embassy. A present?
Oh yeah, the studio's bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy people and tell them, hey. I had to pile them all into that pushcart just to move them all. And you know what? Honestly, those studio guys, they should have delivered those things by themselves, right, Edgy? So, did you deliver the samurai dogs to the embassy staff as per your instructions? Edgy, hey! Don't just ignore me my question, man! Aren't you gonna stick up for me?
How about that? See, after the show, I went to rest a spell in the dressing room. I thought I said raise a spell. I was a witch.
Are you a witch? Do you know magic?
I guess I could be. I haven't tried.
Well, try a spell now. Get us some Burger King and the detective.
Will you love me if I do?
On second thought, never mind.
Of course you will.
No.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
No, no, really. Go back to the testimony, Miss Oldback.
I wouldn't rest a spell because of my bad hip, you know. And there they were. The samurai dogs were just sitting on the dressing room floor.
Tokyo special.
I suppose you had to make preparations for distributing them after the show. Well, if by preparation you mean sampling them as well.
Excuse me?
Oh, I tried one and thought they were actually quite good. Sorry, but I just had to find out. I know it was silly of me to think this, but I figured that since they're for a kids show, their taste was probably for kids too. But they were so good that I couldn't stop. Before I went back to my room, I just had to help myself to half a dozen or so boxes. And I sat there by the roaring fire, warming them and eating them. I thought, this is... Huh. What is it now? Oh, I know. I bet you want a box too, don't you, my edgy poo? Well, who am I to say no to you? I'll give you one. The rest are all for me.
This will somehow be relevant in my murder cases.
Samurai dogs forced onto me.
I fucking love the evidence in this case.
So good.
Looks like the lesson for today is that when the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess take off their masks, they transform into a pair of annoying troublemakers.
Wow.
What a good dog. Let's use this logic.
Yeah, let's just knock this one out.
There is no trace of this room's fireplace being used.
And your point is?
Well, smoke was supposedly pouring out to the chimney connected to this fireplace. At least according to Larry. This is a contradiction of facts, is it not?
Are you sure he wasn't just disoriented or something up on that roof?
There is testimony from an investigator that puts Larry at this particular chimney. So no, I don't think it was a mistaken impression on Larry's part. On the other hand, the fireplace in the next room was being used at the time. Where do you suppose the smoke from that fireplace went?
Ah, I see. So what you're proposing is this. The smoke that came out of the chimney was actually from Miss Oldbag's fire. So basically, the fireplaces of neighboring rooms share one chimney. Is that what you're implying?
It's gonna go in the logic box. Precisely.
Well, you know, might as well just play this game. Yeah.
Time to play the game. The lady's undershirt that Missile found... I was getting somewhere.
Why are you getting all excited over holding onto a lady's undergarment? Myers Edgeworth, you uncouth sea slug?
Wait.
If you know the owner said undershirt, then hurry up and return it to her already.
You have it all wrong. This is evidence. And the owner of this piece of evidence was in the room next door. And yet, despite that, Missile found it in the fireplace of this room. This lady's undershirt.
Dude, I'm glad we just brought Missile in to just find some shit.
Thank you, Missile.
Are you seriously telling me that it somehow passed through a solid brick wall?
Not quite. The fireplace in this room is connected to a chimney. The other fireplace in the other room is also connected by the same chimney, leading us to the possibility that the two fireplaces are connected to each other.
Perhaps a closer look at the back of the fireplace is in order.
Oh, there we go. Didn't even have to
Look
walk.
at the fireplace. There's an X on the back wall of the fireplace. Let's see if I can get Let's see if I can't get a better look at.
Yeah.
This sentence doesn't make any sense. Let's see if I can get a better look at it.
Oh, oh,
What in the...
we got Scooby doing this shit.
The wall separating this room's fireplace from the next room's fireplace apparently turns. As I suspected, this fireplace does indeed connect this room to the neighboring room.
It's a neighboring room.
There appears to be nothing particular about the next room. But the fact that there is nothing special about the next room isn't what is important. It's the fact that there is a secret passageway through this room's fireplace. Whoa, dang.
We now know that the fireplace connects the two rooms. But how exactly is that significant? You aren't going to suddenly name the old lady as Damask 2's killer now, are you?
No, she couldn't move at all because of her stiff hip. So she could not have been the one. Unfortunately, I believe. Now, this fireplace has nothing whatsoever to do with Damask 2's murder. Investigation complete.
Small bone healing.
Small little bit of bone juice.
The finger bone healing. It would appear that the answer has made itself known.
You're making quite a confident face there, Mr. Prosecutor.
I am so sorry you have to share two voices that sound very similar right now.
Bring it on! I'm ready to counter any argument you may have.
Yeah, Galactic and I are on vacation. We're over in Babal.
I can't fucking wait for a case that has Lang and not Old Bag.
Yeah, that is fucked up. Like, every Lang case aside from the cameo has had Old Bag in it. Oh, well, very well then. If you are prepared, I'll show you exactly where my deductions have led me. Oh, good! I'm counting on you, Edgy. Leave it to me, Larry. My first attack will be to expose your lie for what it really is. Oh, my lie! I know that there is still something you are keeping from the rest of us because you do this at every fucking game. What's wrong with you, man? Why is it you won't believe me no matter what I say, Edgy? Curse you! I should just hurry up and die already if that's how it's gonna be. I'll confess to every murder in the whole world like in 3-5 and then kill myself. Throw everything into mass confusion!
You made some wonderful friends as a child, I see.
Larry, I only have one thing to say to you. Even if you make that face to me, it's no use! A man who's ready to die is strong-willed, you know? Larry, it doesn't matter what sort of harebrained trouble you've caused. I only ask that you do not lie to me. You caused an innocent person to be judged unfairly because of some insipid lie. I will never forgive you. Edgy. Although allow me to say that I consider you to be among the innocent in this case. And that I will draw the real killer out. You can trust me on this. Alright, This time, I'll tell you the whole truth, okay? What happened, what didn't happen, the works. What happened will do. Now then, if you would please testify as to what you did up on the roof tonight. No. Oh. Hey guys, it's me again. Time to give this totally truthful testimony. Well, after the show, I left the pushcart in the Rose Garden and came into the embassy. Oh, then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador. It was kind of sick. After that, until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around, took in the sights. Oh, that's when I spotted the chimney. A chimney like that is a rare thing, you know. So then, I wanted to play Santa, and decided to give it a try, like Santa does. Larry, I thought I just finished telling you not to lie anymore. What? But it's kind of like, ultra embarrassing, man. I don't... And what exactly is so ultra embarrassing that you can't tell me? Edgy, man, I just said it was embarrassing, so of course I can't just blurt it out in front of all these people. So you're just gonna have to resist me!
As your superior, I command you to hurry up and expose this man's lie.
I have every intention to, for I'm not about to let us waste time on such a trifling matter.
Well, get your water ready, Barlow.
Don't worry, I got my Burger King. Dude, pushcart. Hold it. You left the pushcart. Could you please clarify that statement for me? I'm getting flashbacks to 3-5.
I'm glad Alba's Chia Pet is still in the corner.
This is not... I really wish we were somewhere that this Cheopet wasn't at. I love Cheopets, dude. Oh, yeah. So the wheels on the pushcart, got covered in dirt from the rose garden. I would have made a mess of the floor inside, so Ambassador Alba, he's just like, just leave it. And I was like, okay.
That's exactly what I sound like.
That is a good impression. Well, it would be rather impolite to dirty another country's embassy. Come to think of it, I recall seeing the pink pretty princess on my way to the embassy. And what was she doing? Nothing important or in particular, because she was being carried by some docs on a stretcher. She must have been incapacitated by the pain of her bad hip that she suffered during the show. So I came into the embassy, right? And then I shook hands. Hold it! So you shook hands with the ambassador of the kingdom of Alabast, did you? Oh yeah! Can you believe it, dude? I did something really cool for a change. But honestly speaking, there's nothing interesting about, shaking some guy's hand.
Hey there. Are you disrespecting another country and their very own embassy? As someone with roots in this country, I'm feeling nothing but incredible shame at this second.
Agreed. I apologize for his inconsiderate words. Now, Larry, please continue. What is wrong with all of you, dude? You keep saying that kind of thing, and I'll tell you only lies, man. I'm gonna do it. You're already telling us nothing but lies, so let it go and move on. Alright, already. You don't need to glare at me like that, Edgy. Fucking, I don't know, dude. I wanted to look around. Hold it.
I don't know.
Larry, I want you to listen very carefully and take this to heart. The whole point of your life is to cause misery and pain to everyone you encounter. I know. I get it, dude. I'm totally the bad guy again. I didn't learn.
Hold it. I thought you were his friend. Don't you think that was a bit harsh? Langzy says, true friends are bosom friends. If you are in trouble, count on your bosom friend, whose shoulder you can truly cry on.
Hey! Yeah, bosom buddy! Oh, I hope you're listening carefully to my testimony, bosom buddy! As it crossed your pea-sized brain that Agent Lang is only out to arrest you, Larry?
Now then, you were wandering around inside the embassy, and then what happened?
Wolf guy's cool. Also, I saw a chimney.
Hold it!
It's rare, bro. Hold it! I should hardly think that chimneys are that rare, because every house usually has one.
Agreed. Especially since they are a traditional feature of American houses. Plus, many grand buildings have even larger and fancier chimneys.
Yeah, but listen to me, man. The kind of chimney I'm talking about is the really romantic type. A romantic chimney. It might sound kind of silly, but women really seem to really enjoy them. No, I read it in Sports Illustrated, and I just had a good feeling about that chimney. So yeah, I wanted to be Santa and decided to give it a try. Yep, hold it. You suddenly wanted to play Santa. Oh, you know, well, I dressed up as Santa once before already. You know, you remember that time? I had like Nessie and stuff. It was great times, man. You know, Phoenix was there. It was good, but you know, I didn't drink Gordon Lake, dude, with Gordy. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't dredge up such unnecessary memories for me.
Sounds like you guys share a lot of history. Perk to being childhood friends, huh? Besides, it's not a felony to dress up and play Santa, you know. Santa doesn't go around killing people after he comes down a family's chimney, after all.
Actually, is it worth delving into whether or not playing Santa is a big deal? I raise an objection about this. Actually, I believe in the case of this man, playing Santa is actually quite a big deal. The music stopped.
Are you saying that your buddy isn't exactly made of Santa quality stuff?
Precisely. You hit the nail on the head, Agent Lang. Hey, Edge. Hey, that's so incredibly mean, man. Tell me something, Larry. Did you know that Santa's job is to deliver presents to people all over the world? Of course I know that, dude. I did graduate from junior high, you know. Well, in that case, it's your turn to tell me something, Larry. I want you to tell me, to whom were you delivering this, you know, a present to? I was, delivering a present to a child not basking in the warm glow of love?
Objection!
Objection! That must be the most elegant description of you I've ever heard, but a lie is still a lie. You sure know how to kick a guy when he's down, you know that? In any case, the person you wish to deliver a present onto was most certainly this.
Real windy old bag hours. I'm sorry, real ex-security lady hours.
Who is this person behind
I
the
believe
Pink
her real
princess
name.
mask?
He's still not sure.
Take that.
Heh. Interesting tastes you have there, Mr. Suspect.
Dude, don't spread lies about me, dude! I totally didn't want to see Miss Oldbag so much that I tried to go down a chimney.
I advise you to stop right there in your bashing of a lady.
Well, I must admit that I myself hardly ever have the want to run to that lady. However, what if you are misinformed and under the wrong impression? Then what?
Define wrong impression.
I simply mean that the man before you thought to enter the old lady's room without knowing one very important fact. And that fact is best summed up with this.
I found a use for it.
Take that!
Take that. This is something the old lady received from her employer for the night. The girl who normally plays the Pink Princess, Mindy, I believe. Was it again? It seems that this man is quite taken with that actress. Hold it! Hey, hold it! Oh, that's not true, Edgy. No, man. She's the one with the hots for me. I just know it, dude. I can feel her sexy beam piercing my heart when she's watching me. Sexy beam, I tell you!
You filthy, despicable, inconsiderate, fickle, idiotic, cowardly apparition of a man! You haven't matured at all since last we met. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor.
Yes.
This guy He's got bigger problems than just being involved in murders, I take it.
I suppose you can put it that way. Hey, what the heck? Hey, I don't get you guys at all, dude. Why do you always have to make me out to be some kind of bad guy, despite me acting like a creep 5 seconds before?
I think Detective Bad is just like fucking playing solitaire in the corner or something, because
He's playing Balatro.
he is not
He's playing
associating
Balatro.
himself.
Thank God we established there's Balatro.
It was Game of the Year 7 years ago, so I'm checking it out. I don't
To
know
return to the original topic,
I don't know anything about Balatro. I don't know how to make jokes about it.
I don't know. Did you know it's pronounced Balatro and not Balatro? I learned that 7 years ago.
Yeah, I knew that.
Excellent. Well, to return to the original topic, I propose that at least this much has been made clear. Without any knowledge that Miss Mindy had fallen ill, Larry tried to make his way into the Pink Princess's room. That much we know for sure.
Larry
It's
Parker.
my L. Hey, hold it, dude. Hey. Etchy, wait a minute. Hey, Etchy. Looks like I've got the hang of this court thing now. But we're not in court. And we're not in court at the moment at all. We're in the embassy's. Hey, shut up, dude! I see what's going on here. And it looks like what you do in court.
I guess old boy here still has something he'd like to say. Langzy says, until the root of the tongue dries, one never knows the whole truth. You should inform conclusions until everything is out in the open, which is why I'll listen.
Alright. Then get ready to listen to me defeat Edgy in a battle of wits. Larry, have you forgotten that if I fucking lose, your victory prize will be your arrest? I'm so mad right now. This is the second worst day of my life. It's my assertion, bro. So you think that all I wanted to do is go visit Mindy, huh? Well, I dressed up as Santa, and I did climb up to the chimney, but the smoke was super thick. Like, I'd make a bad joke here, but I don't feel like it. It was a case of mistaken identity, and that mistake made me late for the speech. Then to topping off, I became a suspect in a murder. Whoa, that's what you really meant. But why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation on purpose?
I feel like that wasn't even a testimony.
That wasn't even a testimony. Hey, someone say something. Hey. Larry, are you seriously trying to submit this not as a confession, but as a testimony? So what if I am? Is there something wrong with that? My claim is a claim claiming my claim. I borrowed that one from Franny. Do you have a problem with that?
So it was you!
Uh.
You're my stalker!
Oh, shit.
But I should warn you, it doesn't matter what kind of flattery you throw at me. I'm the devoted type of woman who's wholly focused on one man, and as long as Edgy Poo's alive, I can't just drop him and be unfaithful. I was tempted just a weeny bit when I wrote it. Dear Edgy Poo, my beloved Edgy Poo.
I'm so inspired. You're...
I think I saw something about Wang in there.
Yeah, no. I'm interrupting Francisca for a second. She definitely said, I was thinking about Lang for 5 seconds.
Old bag just heard Lang.
I was tempted just a tiny
for her
whiny bit
persona.
by that wolf man, but that was just a test of my love.
Which I passed with flying colors.
Do you think old bag's persona is llama?
I gotta think about that one. That's a good question. You're such an inconsiderate, cowardly, idiotic, and all-around completely worthless man.
I thought I heard something ominous just now, but perhaps it was just my imagination. I believe there's nothing further for me to prove at this point, because why? What? Hey, what do you mean? Of course you still got something to prove. Right? You still have to show some proof that I was trying to meet up with Mindy. Proof, you say? Remember, Edgy? Everything is evidence in court, right? I remember that line. You mean evidence is everything in court, Larry, but I understand your point.
The Phoenix. Everything is evidence in court.
Yeah, see? I'm totally a pro at this. I'm a real ace attorney. That's me right there. They should just make a new game about me. Very well, if you wish to see the evidence. And then let me show you the last piece of evidence you'll ever wish to see.
Larry Butt's spin-off breaks records for the worst-selling Ace Attorney game in history.
I'm gonna ruin a whole franchise.
Hold it!
Mindy, hold it. Well, I have been saying that for a while now. After all, if not for that, then for what other reason did you wish to go down that chimney? Hold it! I did it, dude! You can't say that without any evidence. That's against the rules, Etchy.
Yeah, it's a Larry game, but instead of solving the murders, he just gets accused of every murder that happens in each case.
Testimony.
I don't know what he does. I don't know what he does from there, but that's the starting point.
As Larry Butts, you give the testimony to the lawyers.
There are 20 different ways you could lie about everything.
The more problems you cause in court, the more you'll surely find the truth, right? Yeah.
Not so fast!
Dude,
Not so fast. Thanks for keeping the prosecutor in line for me, Mr. Suspect.
Hold it!
hold it. Are you... I do have the evidence, and if you wish to see it that badly, I can introduce you to...
Ah, but it's not good to keep invading my subordinate. I didn't show them already.
But we have funny dialogue. Yeah, that's right. I have funny dialogue, and... lies. It's all lies. Well, if you wish to lie, then by all means continue. Because I'm ready to expose your lie at a moment's notice. Like, quite literally. You won't get the better of me! I almost was British there, but let's see.
We'll do the rest of the dialogue for fun.
I'm Santa, bro.
Hold it!
Smoke. Hold it. Was the smoke coming from the chimney really that thick? Oh, you bet. It was so thick, I had tears pouring out of my eyes, man. It was a mess. I see. You do realize that you've just confirmed for us your chimney escapade. What? Hey, that's totally unfair. You tricked me, Edgy! Hardly. You simply have yet to master how to counter this legendary cross-examination technique I borrowed from my husband. Well, what I said was the slip of... No, I mean, I said the wrong thing. Yeah, yep. Besides, isn't this what you really meant to say about what I did tonight? Huh? I forgore. Hold it. I'm not quite sure how you could mistake that actress for this lady.
Ooh, Edgy Poo, are you staring at me? Ah, are you finally succumbing to my feminine charms?
I should think that the Steel Samurai is the one who should know all about your charms. What? What are you trying to do to me? Nothing. Simply that the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess are husband and wife.
Aww. Hang on. Sorry, Discord's being fucking weird. Ah, is my poor little Edgy Poo jealous?
If you could please drop that line of discussion right this instant. But Edgy, I told you, I already have Mindy. Speaking of Mindy, exactly what kind of woman would you say she is? Hold it! Edgy, are you seriously telling me you don't know who the Mindy is? She's just like what her name means. She's super sweet with a great smile. I don't mean to brag, but she's one of the troop's fastest rising stars. Interesting.
Got it. Ha! So you're saying a woman like that is what made you late to the speech?
Hey, no! Curse you, wolf dude! Why is everyone out to make a suspect out of me? Look, all I can say is this. I was late to the speech. Then, I became a suspect in a hold it. I suppose you might be correct in a small way. Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Besides being a suspect in a murder, there are a few other things you're a suspect of.
Not you too, Francie. I'm gonna get whipped again.
You try
Oh
to
my
stop
God.
me! I'm gonna stab the fuck out of you! But I won't let you intimidate me like that!
That was a new sprite.
It was all back. I wasn't after you. I was trying to see Mindy. What? Ow.
All that. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, can I just arrest this guy already?
I completely understand how you feel, Agent Lang. Wait, please, dude. Please listen to what I have to say.
The most useless press dialogue I've ever gotten.
If you have a serious assertion to make, then I'd consider listening. However... Alright, no problem. I'm gonna put all I've got into this testimony. So listen good, okay? I'm repeating my... Oh, never mind. I'm humiliated. Hold it. Larry, this is the final points that you really wish to make right here? Oh, yeah, bro. You got it. I called on all the energy I have, like a spirit bomb of Santa, and told it to you with all my soul. In that case, allow me to take that soul and crush into 1,000 pieces. Huh?
Yes, we'll stamp it under our feet until it's ground like a fine powder.
Fine powder? Ah! Ah!
It just is the
That's a
ray gun
point.
again.
There you take. If you really put all your soul into that, then you're ready for what's coming, right?
In place of the Honorable Larry, I offer my soul to you. Larry, come out from behind there and face this like a man. You're scary, my liege. Soul testimony is one giant confession of all that he's done tonight. It's practically begging me to show me why he bothered to put himself through all this.
I don't even
That
know.
was a fucking cross-examination.
I don't even know, dude. Can I present it on any of them? Like, this is the one where they said present that shit, so I'll do this one first.
Objection!
Objection. Larry, don't even think about denying that you have knowledge of this letter. Why are you showing that thing to me?
Vendi, I'll be descending on you from above tonight. Your loving knight. Well, isn't that just romantic?
But you weren't able to descend on her from above, were you, Mr. Loving Knight? Ah! I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember a thing.
Objection!
Objection. You can pretend to be ignorant all you like, but it's written literally right here. This letter proves that you were not out to meet the old lady, but rather that you were attempting to pay Miss Mindy a visit. What part of this awful letter shows that Larry confused
Yeah, something went really wrong up here, and I'm honestly not 100% sure how he did it yet. My brain isn't taking it in.
Oh, I see it.
It's that's like a weird cursive M, basically.
Oh, that is cursive. Oh, wait.
Take that!
Take that. Larry, I suggest you please take up penmanship lessons. That is,
if you never wish to experience this level of embarrassment ever again. What the heck? What are you... Speak English, man. What are you talking about? You wrote Mindy so sloppily that it became Wendy with an accented E to the average eye. Hey, stop picking on me. So embarrassing, man. It's so embarrassing.
There. Isn't that what childhood friends are for? They're the best, aren't they? For punching. Now we'll have to wait until we're out off this crime scene.
Edgy, save me from the scary wolf man, Edgy, please. Sure, if you're willing to make amends, starting with your incredibly embarrassing mistake. That wasn't me. Come again. It's a fake, dude. Someone's out to get me. So they made that fake letter. I bet it was the Wolfman. To set me up.
Accept your defeat graciously.
But you guys are being so mean.
Hold it!
Hold it. Penmanship analysis. What's that? No matter who, all people have a certain unique features to their handwriting. Ergo, all we have to do is compare the handwriting in this letter to a sample of yours. And we'll know soon enough who it was that sent this letter. I'll never write it. I'll never write another thing in my life. Nope, never gonna do it. Hold it. Tisk, tisk, tisk. It's no use, Mr. Loving Knight. Oh my. Well, you've already graciously provided me with a sample of your... Oh, fuck. Take that. This autograph and our mysterious letter. We compare the handwriting. We'll know the answer to our question soon. I cannot believe this is how we're using this. Confess now, Larry, to your miserable failure. I'm sorry. I did it. I did it, man. It was me causing trouble again. I do it every game. I admit it. I admit it. You hit the nail right on the head. Edgy. So, he finally confesses. I saw the pink princess being carried around in, like, a stretcher, and I got worried, okay? Oh, excuse me. I wanted to go into Mindy's room, but the doctors just wouldn't let me in. So what choice did I have? It was the chimney or bust, Edgy.
Your mind jumped from the door to the chimney. What a criminally overactive imagination.
Well, at least I was honest and wrote Mindy a letter and snuck it under the door. That way she wouldn't be so shocked when I came down through the chimney. Except for the fact that this letter was an utter failure at conveying said sentiment. Oh, I'm really sorry. Larry, you may be a shameful, good-for-nothing blight on the face of humanity. However, I always knew you weren't the killer. I told you to trust me. Because, at the very least, I can attest to that about you. Edgy,
We've lost a lot of valuable time because of you.
Yeah, we did just spend an hour doing this.
In any case, I believe we can say that we now know exactly what happened. Mr. Larrybutt sought to climb down the chimney, not for access to the crime scene, but to enter the room of the elderly lady next door. All that. Great job, Mr. Prosecutor. Well, I still find it a bit unbelievable that the two of you are friends.
I'm not going to comment on that.
But the suspicion on that guy over there isn't completely resolved yet, so don't get any funny ideas about running off, okay?
Oh. Hey, what? Edgy. What does this wolf guy mean when he says I'm not off the hook yet? He means that the murder weapon is still in this room. Larry, did you forget? There are 2 layers of suspicion hanging over your head.
That's exactly what I mean. You can only rely on the words of the suspect, after all. We may have figured out where he was and what he was doing all night. The blood-stained samurai sword that was left at the crime scene. As long as there's no satisfactory explanation for that.
Yeah, we proved Larry went down the chimney, but there's still the murder weapon, so we solved half of it.
This wolf will refuse to ease up on his bite.
Edgy! The guy! He looks like he's seriously about to take a bite out of me!
I am.
Like a samurai dog! I'm well aware, and you should be as well, that this upcoming battle will be crucial.
Missile has joined Bad in playing Balatro, by the way, I've decided.
Thanks to the cooperation of our lovely bumbler, I've been dealt a very nice hand. A sweet trump card.
Like in Balatro.
Like in Balatro. Looks like we're about to enter the final bout.
I get that.
Like in Balatro.
Like in Balatro. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, let's see what you've got in Balatro.
I was never good at Balatro, but I can easily point out the contradiction in the supposed murder weapon. Because this is not Balatro. But the real problem for me is figuring out what the real weapon is. The real murder weapon is, like in Balatro. So it'll be a high-stakes gamble, like in Balatro.
Oh my god.
But this is one game I can't afford to lose. I will get my W in Balatro, award-winning game.
I really regret playing this.
I think we've run this joke into the ground.
Well, maybe we did. Just like how I'm going to run your argument to the ground.
No, that's a
Detective
good one.
Agent Lang, exactly. It was a setup. You fell trick and nail for it.
I was the one who found the body of the victim, Damask 2. Besides him was the samurai sword, glittering red and offering up the sense of blood. It was supposed to be in the Steel Samurai's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I found the murder weapon's owner, the suspect, Larry Butts, in here too.
Isn't it a bit far-fetched to accuse someone simply on the base of ownership?
But this owner wanted to sneak onto the crime scene. I think that's plenty to go on, don't you?
Hold it!
Hold it! If you're alluding to his reason for being by the chimney, we've already established that.
Not so fast!
Not so fast! Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. You two are longtime friends, right? Who's to say you didn't fabricate the evidence to give him an alibi?
You're accusing me of fabricating evidence?
You think I can believe anything you produce? Forging evidence is all you prosecutors do.
This man has some serious issues with prosecutors. Oh, but come on! I can't think up anything as complicated as that. Right, Edgy? Larry, I can agree because I know you and your personality well. However, Agent Lang knows nothing about you, or me for that matter. I sense his hatred for my entire profession emanating from his entire being. Meaning that the only way I can prove Larry's innocence is to present irrefutable evidence. Thank God I don't have to drink water every fucking, every pod.
Found the body.
I wonder how Gumshoe and Kay are doing. You think they're interrogating anyone?
They're having Burger King.
Oh, that's true.
Hold it!
Hold it. So you were the first to discover the body this time.
This time? What's that supposed to mean? You better watch what you say.
I only said this time because earlier Kay was the first to discover the body in Babal. And your secretary, Agent Sheena, was ready to accuse her of murder for that.
Not so fast!
I just
Not so
hadn't had my
fast.
Cheez-Its yet, that's all.
Feeling a little angry.
So are you going to use that excuse to call me suspicious now?
Of course not. I was simply pointing out the usual pattern with discoverers of bodies.
But in the Babylese case, there was proof that she was holding the weapon, right? Well, in this one, it's a bit different, since we know exactly where the weapon is. Samurai sword.
Hold it!
Hold it! Excuse me, but glittering red and offering the scent of blood? Really?
Do I have to spell it out for you? I mean the sight and smell of blood, of course. And according to the tests, the blood on the sword belongs to the victim. The sword was made to be used on stage, so it's not sharp. But it is pretty weighty. Certainly heavy enough to beat someone to death with. Which leads me to suspect that the victim was beaten to death with the sword.
I need to look at my other evidence at some point. I'll do it after I press everything.
Beaten to death, huh? This last statement is too important to just let it slip by.
It'll probably be related to that, but I still need to look at it. Oh, he just reworded
The item
it.
was the samurai sword, covered in the victim's blood.
Yeah, this is the same. Okay. Is it the same? It's a different press then.
So the sword is covered in the victim's blood.
Yeah, the lab results confirm that the blood on the sword matches the victim's. But the sword is as dull as a vanilla envelope. It's just a stage prop, after all.
Dude, being the lab boys in Ace Attorney is never a dull day.
They must have so much interesting stuff they have to look at.
Here, I need you to look at this prompt sword for me.
Indeed. Well, the Steel Samurai is all about safety first, so you can't use it like a real sword. And the Steel Samurai has spoken. Thank you, Steel Samurai.
The Pink Princess also appears to have something she'd like to petition of you personally.
What the Pink Princess would like to say can wait for the day after eternity.
Anyway, my point is that even though the sword is too dull to slice with, it's certainly heavy enough to bludgeon someone to death with. Therefore, I suspect he beat the victim to death with that thing.
Hold it. About this samurai sword, have you received a report from forensics yet?
They confirmed that the blood on the sword belongs to the victim.
Hey guys, I
All
think
right.
the blood on the sword matches the victim's blood.
Oh, thank you, Detective Gumshoe. Alright, but has Detective Gumshoe confirmed that the outline of this wound is consistent with the weapon?
Tell me something. Do you see the dead body right there in front of you? So, if they were conducting the autopsy right now, shouldn't that body not be here? Well,
I suppose so. I guess they must still be investigating this room. Meaning that it's possible he doesn't know about that piece of evidence's true nature.
Yo, I really need to look at my evidence again.
anything else you'd like to chit-chat about? No? Good. Now let's continue.
Man, he hates me today.
I do hate you today.
Why do you hate me so much? Hold it. You didn't even ask about my persona all day today.
You already gave me your persona, and I don't believe you.
That's exactly why I thought you would press further, but I see. Well, Larry has already testified that he forgot the samurai sword here. Yeah, I was shaking hands with the ambassador in here, and I left it behind by accident.
Not so fast!
Not so fast! So what? You lied earlier, so who's to say that this excuse is just another lie?
But I forget stuff all the time, right, Edgy? Tell him. Why don't you tell him yourself?
You'll see. What did I tell you earlier? No one will buy such a pathetically weak excuse.
Yes, well, I know that it's not possible to prove such an excuse as truth.
And yet you offer it up as fact? You're a worse person than I originally thought.
Oh, you're pissed at me today. Well, you're free to think of what you like. However, I know that Larry's not the killer. Agent Lang, please continue with your argument. I'll expose the flaw in it soon enough.
Plus, I found the murder weapon's owner.
Hold it!
Hold it. Just because he's the owner of the weapon, therefore he must be the killer, is it?
No. Climbing all the way up to the chimney is plenty suspicious in my book as well.
Objection!
Objection. Regarding that, I've already drawn the truth out, and the truth is one thing I don't bend.
Not so fast!
Not so fast. Doesn't matter if it's you or whoever. You prosecutors are all the same. As for me, prosecutors are the one thing I don't trust in.
Objection!
Objection! An agent who doesn't trust prosecutors. What are you playing at? Sorry, sis. But there are only two things I trust. My subordinates and evidence at the crime scene.
Agent Lang hates prosecutors. He's made that very clear. But as long as he trusts evidence that has been left at a crime scene, then there is something I can show him that he can believe in. It's simply not possible that the samurai sword is the real murder weapon. So I should focus on proving that point to Agent Lang first.
Okay, time to actually look at my shit. It's probably the middle one. But I gotta check my shit. Badge, guide, autograph, coaching, key, knife. Okay. Other building, other building. Fun picture.
I was there, man. I talked to the ambassador.
Fun flowers. Weapon. Mask to note. Other statue.
No.
Put this thing down.
Wow, look at this. It's not a DS sword.
Oh, this isn't a spinning
What?
thing. Do I have... No, these are all of those things. Okay. Where is it? What? Oh shit.
It's true.
That's such a
they
childish
were-
thing to fight over.
Yeah, that's such a childish thing they were gonna fight over.
What is my evidence here? Actually, I'm kind of spacing out.
You have a lot of very, very crucial and decisive evidence in your evidence book, streamer. Larry's note.
Actually, this one might be related later. I think this is way too early to go this thing, but I think one of the flower poles is missing, right? Am I looking at that correctly? So maybe that's what the real murder weapon is. But that's definitely, like, we're not there yet, if that's the case, so I'm backing it up. Oh, it could have been the statue. I can't turn it.
Oh.
Because, okay, I was hoping to get some Nintendo DS action. Because the statue was moved, which is like a weird thing, so maybe the statue. Yeah, I don't know where to begin, though. Like, I have a bunch of ideas, but I don't know what my opening... It's a lot of shit. Oh, maybe it's the fact that the spear got bent when they hit a wall, so the sword would be bent if it beat a man to death?
I think that makes sense.
I'll punch that one.
Objection!
Objection.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's right. The streamer figured this one out. Did you know what this is, Agent Lang?
Who the hell is the streamer? Heh, it's a long spear, right? We used to use those a lot in my country a long time ago. Piercing, mowing people down. Spears are the weapons of heroes throughout history. It's the next most effective weapon after the whip.
I think the whip is in a slightly different category.
So what's your point? Are you going to tell me that the spear is the real weapon?
No. I simply want you to take a look at this section right here.
The way it's bent?
Precisely. Apparently a certain troublemaker hit it against a wall in this embassy's, in the embassy earlier. And as you can clearly see, the insides of the steel samurai's weapons are hollow. In other words, they're replicas that aren't as strong enough to deliver this damaging blow. Let alone the multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to death. And yet there's not even a dent in the samurai sword. Well, how do you explain that?
Yeah!
He was really processing that one.
I really stunned you there. Ah, yeah, dude. The sword and the spear are made of the same stuff, so they bend easily. I should know. Ah, but man, I wish I made them out of better stuff. As the spear got bent, like, I wasn't able to do my special early summer rain jab move. It was kind of disappointing. Man, I got such an earful from the director of the play for not tuning in the show. He's spoken like elite words and stuff. Steel Samurai special move was changed tonight because of him? No!
Why did the evidence get updated for that?
It's important to
Why
Edwards.
will this be important later?
It's important to me, streamer.
That's more than sending off of your whining whimpering. Now, back on the topic of the spear.
Yes, let's please return to the real topic of discussion. This is where the real gamble begins. I don't have a real strategy per se. I'm not making a Balacho joke. So all I can do for now is let the chips fall where they may.
What do you
This game
mean
is
you're
not
not
making it
making a
easy.
Balatro joke? It's right there in front of you, sir.
I know, I want to so bad. Damn it.
Using guesswork and taking risks in place of the real logic is hardly the Von Karma way. It's neither smart nor very clever.
Miss Von Karma, as you know, unlike your father, I am not a genius prosecutor. Plus, I doubt his record of a 40-year win streak will ever be broken. I don't know how I feel about that, I'm going to be honest with you. But perhaps it is for the best if it remains unbroken. For no one should have conceived of the notion to convict all defendants in the first place. I'm very upset about this.
Objection! What a foolishly foolish statement from a foolish fool who hates to lose. It's the job of a prosecutor to make sure that all defendants are found guilty in court. So there's nothing more important in this world than a perfect victory.
Hold it!
Hold it! That may be your opinion, however, I don't believe that's all we are. Why are we going on this tangent?
Weird tangent to go into. I guess we're just
Wait.
we're baiting Lang. Ooh, check it out, Agent Lang.
Yeah, check it out, Lang. That's right, I'm proving you wrong, Lang. I'm gonna change your mind as a prosecutor. What I pursue is not the perfect victory, but the perfect truth. And if that means that the bridge I must cross will crumble beneath my feet to the abyss, then let it crumble as I walk on towards the truth.
Not so fast!
Not so fast. You're good at keeping me entertained, Mr. Prosecutor. But you know, humans are delicate creatures. The slightest bump and we expire. I'd like you to consider, if you will, possibility that the sword was used in such a way that the attack that killed Damask 2... What does this say? That the attack killed Damask 2 without bending it. So what do you think of my hypothetical scenario? I think you know what to do here, right? What do you need?
Of course. What I need is evidence that even he can't refute. This is it. It's time to bring this to a close.
It's possible to use the samurai sword to kill someone. Under these circumstances, it's the only logical conclusion. You search the embassy, top to bottom, but the victim's blood is only on that weapon. So isn't it only natural that suspicion would fall onto the owner of said weapon?
Oh, give me 1 second.
really hard.
I'm thinking really hard right now, so I'm answering a DM, but now I'm good.
7:10. Wonder if that clock is accurate.
It is.
Oh, that's cool.
It's accurate to your computer right now.
No, it's not.
It's true. It would have been an hour ago when we started. How long do you intend to cling on to that preposterous theory, Agent Lang?
As long as I want, because we examined every other corner within the walls of this embassy. There's no stone we've left unturned. And we have managed to come up with only one logical conclusion. That the only place inside this embassy with the victim's blood on it is this sword.
Hold it!
Hold it! You left no stone unturned. Is that a fact?
Not so fast!
Not so fast. If you got something to say, then say it in the only way I respect, Mr. Prosecutor.
Yes, of course. In that case, allow me to make it all crystal clear to you. Larry, part 2.
Larry, part 2.
That's me!
Hold it!
Hold it. May I inquire as to how you were able to make such a claim, Ancient Lang? I'm listening. My Steel Samurai notes are on.
Langzy says, capable of miracles beyond comprehension, a mysterious creature is man.
Rather than man, it's Agent Lang's quotes that are getting increasingly incomprehensible.
The human body is a mysterious thing, even with a toy-like sword. It's easy to kill a man if you hit just the right spot.
Yeah.
Which is why I think it's possible to kill with this thing without leaving a dent.
Hold it!
Well, it's different after a Cyber Danganronpa 2. But we can only be sure one way or the other by seeing if the wound matches the sword.
Huh. I know that. As long as it's a possibility, I can proclaim it as much as I like. Only logical conclusion.
Logical conclusions? Well, let me provide you one. Because you have to know that your conclusion is wrong, Agent Lang.
Given the circumstance I'm in, the only people I can trust are my subordinates. Because they're a much more trustworthy bunch than you prosecutors will ever be.
Hold it!
Hold it! And you call yourself a professional?
Not so fast!
Not so fast. Still don't see, do you, Mr. Prosecutor? You have to earn my trust. The only way to do that is to show me proof of another possible murder weapon.
Another possible weapon. In this room when there's only one other thing left. This is going to be a gamble. But I can't withdraw from this game now, or I'll lose.
Not going to get me to trust you by the power of your glare alone, you know. Plus, I have other reasons as to why I think the samurai sword is the murder weapon.
I think we go on a statue arc, right? Because people don't touch the statue also. Like, it's turned, obviously, but like people don't check that shit.
Hold it!
Hold it. The only place where you could find blood was on the samurai sword?
That's right, even with luminol. Which means that there are no other possibilities outside of what I've already outlined.
Do I have a problem with Agent Lang's assertion that the samurai sword is the weapon?
Yes.
If you believe that there is no other door of opportunity or possibility left to open, then allow me to force one open for you.
Not so fast!
Not so fast. Huh. And how do you plan to do that?
By showing you it may possibly be the real murder weapon.
Not so fast!
Not so fast. Ha! Ha 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 ha! The real murder weapon? I hate to repeat myself, but my men have already searched every last inch of this embassy. And they've concluded that nothing else could have been used as the weapon. Knowing these facts, do you still want to press forward with your little hypothesis?
Of course. Because it's not possible that your men inspected every nook and cranny in their investigation.
Not so fast!
Not so fast. What are you talking about? I don't appreciate mind games, and I don't appreciate it when people like you slander my men.
Hold it!
Hold it! I'm not slandering them, I assure you. I'm merely pointing out that their investigative dragnet has a few holes in it. Namely, that there is something your men couldn't possibly lay a finger on. And that item is the real murder weapon.
The Chia Pet.
The Chia Pet.
Alright then, I'll play along for now. This real weapon that killed the Mask 2, what exactly is it?
The real murder weapon, which not a single person has yet to touch, is this.
It's your prosecutor's badge, sir.
It's my prosecutor's badge. The national treasure of me. No, I'm just kidding. The national treasure of Alabast. Right here.
Hold it. You mean the Primadox statue?
Yes. And as you know, only the ambassador and the secretariat may touch it. Which I believe means that neither you nor your men were able to examine it, correct? Uh-oh.
Not so fast!
Not so fast! Ha! You know very well that if we did that, there'd be an international incident between the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babal. The two countries' precarious relationship teeters in the balance over a stupid fight related to a sovereignty statue. I'll be damned if I let something go unexamined.
Hold it!
It is a childish thing to feud over. But Agent Long, if you could take a look at this. The direction the statue is facing just before and after the crime are different. And there is only one conclusion I can draw from that.
Go look for Ambassador Alba. Get him to give us the okay to examine the statue.
Shifu, you can't listen to this infidel's words. I dropped infidel on him. He's most definitely trying to trick you. Shifu,
What the
please,
hell? What's
let's
wrong
be
with you?
rational about this. I hate Edgeworth.
What the fuck?
Oh, fuck.
Well, Lang is gonna say something.
Langsy says, just go already.
Yes, sir. I
Bastard
remember
look
Langsy saying that. I'm back. Shifu,
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, sir, but I was unable to convince the ambassador. He said, just look at my Chia Pet. I was unable to obtain permission for us to examine the Primadox statue.
Huh.
You got noise gated by then?
I see. Vid! But then the investigation is at a standstill. Agent Lang, I will go and speak with the ambassador personally. Save your breath. He may act all weak and frail, but that old man's one tough cookie.
I don't think so.
Well, I guess you gotta be tough when you're representing a whole country, you know.
Agent Lang.
What do you want? Let's just hurry up and examine the statue already.
Oh, but Shifu, what about causing an international incident?
Quiet! I'll take the fall if I have to later.
Hold it!
Hold it! Agent Lang, the hypothesis is mine, so if someone is to take the responsibility, let it be me.
Responsibility? We're gonna talk in such heavy terms, maybe I should let you. Be a real problem for my men if something were to happen to me. Alright then. Let's talk and more investigating.
Everybody turn around and don't look at Edgeworth looking at the statue.
Don't look at me. Investigating this childish fight among countries. If we want to know the truth, we can't stop here. Action must be taken. I'm going to cause an international incident, Agent Lang, and I would like to run a chemiluminescence test on the statue. Oh, jeez.
A luminol test. Good thinking.
I'm gonna cause an international incident.
If the statue is the murder weapon, then some of the victim's blood should be on it. Okay! Let's get the forensics team in here.
Whoa.
Looks like you hit the jackpot, Mr. Prosecutor.
Let's go. I be the auntie.
Yes, this means that this is the real weapon that killed Damask 2.
Indeed.
But I wouldn't celebrate yet if I were you. This doesn't let your friend off the hook. Doesn't prove that he didn't kill Damask 2, so the charge remains.
We are hardly done examining the statue, Agent Lang. Knowing that it is the real weapon, I believe further examination is required. More international incidents must be caused.
You think so? Okay, then knock yourself out.
Alright, I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious DS-looking
Oh,
cranny.
like a handprint.
What the fuck? A handprint.
What do we have here? This dirty smudge. Looks like a handprint. What's a definitive bit of evidence like you doing under here? Looks like we got some fingerprints to analyze.
Worst case scenario, these prints belong to Larry. But it looks like it's too late for me to do anything about that now.
Well, fun DS times.
Hey, forensics guy.
Hey, I'm
I want
forensics
results
guy.
on these fingerprints ASAP. You hear me?
I heard you guys were causing an international incident.
It's damn
I
fucking
don't know
right
what
we
you're talking
are.
about.
Well, that's
Oh,
pretty
shit.
epic. Anyway, I'm back. Agent Lake, I have the analysis results. Sorry, I just have it as a little my phone.
Excuse me. One second.
Bless you. Bless you.
Oh my
Me
god.
and water are opponents.
Get this guy water. Holy shit.
Good.
This guy's
And
some water.
Sir, about the prints we lifted for the bottom of the statue. Well, you know the victim of the murder in the Bobbly's embassy? The prints belong to him, to Mr. Manny Cochin, sir.
What the shit?
Oh shit. This has gotten complicated.
what's going on around here?
No, that's impossible.
It's kind of rad, actually.
Each Primiduke statue can only be handled by someone of that country. But by the very fact that Mr. Cochin's fingerprints are on this one, it leads me to only one conclusion. This statue is actually Babal's Primiduke statue.
Oh shit, we swapped the statues and we don't even know which one's real.
What the fuck is
What
going
a childish thing to swap over.
Impossible. It can't be. Hiya!
on? Larry never once set foot on Bobbly's soil, so he was free to go. However, this new piece of information only served to confuse us even further. Thankfully, oh never mind, I thought we were going back to Gumshoe. The ringleader of a smuggling operation was killed with an Alabastian knife in Babal. The Mask 2 was killed on Alabastian soil with Babal's national treasure. And the mystery of the great thief Yadagarasu who visited both countries. The pieces were there, but I had yet to see the big picture they were trying to form.
Yeah, I don't see it either, Edgeworth. Don't feel bad.
It's alright,
I
let's
have
go get some Burger King.
No
with
fucking
Gumshoe.
idea. I have no fucking idea how this shit works.
Welcome to Turnabout Ablaze.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Situation update. Yeah, we could use one.
March 14th.
Yeah, it's still Pi Day.
It is still Pi Day. I've left the Damask 2 investigation to Francisca and returned to Babal. I suppose my first order of business should be to look into Babal's statue.
Mr. Edgeworth! We got the whole gang's here.
Oh, it's okay. What's the situation? Did you get Burger King?
Yes!
Oh, damn, that's great. Did you save some for me?
Yes.
We served
gum.
you the 4-piece chicken nugget, sir.
But that's only 4 pieces. I wanted the 20.
There
You
might have
wanted
been.
the what?
There were
The
20
20-piece nugget.
at the start.
Oh, no, but I'm hungry. You're talking about samurai dogs and my stomach couldn't stop grumbling.
Talking
It
about
sucked.
what?
Samurai dogs.
What the
They have
fuck
a
are
whole
those?
box. They're good, Kay. They're like Costco dogs.
That's crazy.
But
What's a Costco, sir?
What do
Oh,
you
I love
mean? This guy was.
Costco.
Yeah, he just won't shut up about that place.
Well, they sell good hot dogs. All of our tourism's based on it, baby. You
Anyway.
see?
Crazy shit. Anyway, it's great. The burgers and the investigating, which is so much fun.
In other words, they've made absolutely no progress and just got Burger King. I am not elated. I'll take my 4 tendies.
We weren't goofing off. Honest, sir. There was no Burger King involved. We've been investigating our hearts out.
Very well then. Would you care to give me an update on your investigation?
Oh, we've had a really fun time, sir.
I knew it. 0 progress.
Nothing is proving Burger King arc false.
Yeah. In any case, Detective Gumshoe.
Yes, sir.
You have permission to enter the Alabastian Embassy, is that correct?
Yep. As a local detective, I'm helping out with investigations on both sides, sir.
Good. In that case, I can leave these pieces of evidence for you. Yep, here you go. Yep, here you go. Yep,
Just
here
getting
you
rid
go.
of it.
They belong to the wonderful lady under the Pink Princess's mask. You should go meet her.
No. The Pink Princess? What kind of lady was playing her, sir?
Unfortunately, I cannot control the script which is going to drag you by the knees. The kind that was also playing the role of the Pink Badger yesterday.
Understood, sir. If I happen to run into her, I'll
You're
give them back to her.
Hello.
And if I don't, I guess I'll dump them in the river somewhere.
He doesn't seem all that enthused to go dump him in the river or find her, but I can't blame him. Evidence that fucking sucks is given to
Shit,
Detective
we just got rid
Gumshoe.
of that shit. That doesn't usually happen.
Just like Gumshoe's ID card. Now then, I don't believe I'll be needing this anymore either.
Damn, he's cleaning house.
No,
What?
I'm cleaning house
Are you really
alright.
gonna throw that autograph away? We like had a big fight over it.
Yes, because that Steel Samurai was a fake, okay?
Oh, okay.
Steel Samurai's autograph scrunched up into a ball and disposed of.
So yeah, my show was better then.
Yeah, that's up for debate.
Get owned! Oh wait, what? What do you mean by fake?
And now then, I believe it's a time for a little housekeeping, as I don't acknowledge how mid Jam Ninja still
Damn.
is.
Shit, we're just... What is my... We got rid of a lot of shit.
You went from 3 pages to 2.
And that's like 2 pages.
That's polite. Yeah, interesting. So like the samurai sword is gone, but the spear is still here. And the dogs are still here. Interesting. Oh, Kay's my homie. Hey, you're not going back to Alabasta already, are you? Walking 2 steps in the other direction?
No, not yet. I still need to gather a bit more information first.
Oh, okay, I was concerned. Anyway,
Well,
do
it's
I have
alright,
anything?
'cause-
Do I have anything fun to talk about? It really differs.
Can I go and present my badge again to you?
Did we do that
Oh,
today?
I don't remember if we did.
I don't know.
Probably, sir, but it never hurts.
Oh, this is a prosecutor's badge. This proves that you're a real prosecutor, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, probably not, because I was getting beat up in the corner.
Heh, precisely. Now I can do this.
Well, I've got one too. Mine's the Yatagarasu's badge.
But if you walk around with that on your scarf all the time, all you're really doing is proclaiming to the world that you're a thief.
I've been doing that this whole time. Like I said, the Yatagarasu is noble. And because I'm full of righteousness, there's no need for me to be all sneaky.
And if you're honorable, a thief is a thief is a thief. Right?
No!
How is the investigation going into the Bobbly Secretariat's office, Kay, and I guess the Burger King?
It was delicious, but, well, even though we found a few treasures, they've all been pretty much burned to a crisp. A treasure is a terrible thing to waste.
Anyway, is there anything else I should know about?
Oh, that's right. You know what I found in that office? A wooden bear carving. It's so cute. Can I have it? Can I?
No, of course you can't. By the sound of things, it appears that there has been no progress in the investigation.
I've definitely found shit.
Hey, Gumshoe, can I present my badge?
Mr. Edgeworth!
You look like you're enjoying yourself,
We've
Detective.
definitely shown Gumshoe our badge.
I don't remember.
Well, I don't have much else that I enjoy as much as a good investigation, sir.
So, what did you find out?
Well...
I take it he has found nothing of any particular use this time. He has not found anything useful this time. I'm not sassing Gumshoe today. I don't feel like it.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I got something really interesting from Ambassador Polano.
Oh, and what is this something interesting?
This, sir.
Wow, that's so pretty. I'm so jealous. That's a real treasure there. It looks like it's something from
I was inspired.
Looks like it's from something like Ghostbusters shit.
It was the sale at the Halloween USA over there. Whatever it was called, I completely forgot.
You're at Halloween, sir.
Oh, yes, Spirit Halloween, another cornerstone in Bobbly's tourism. I was so inspired. Why does the flame of this, lantern burn green, Detective?
It's the ghosts, sir. They put ghosts in the lantern.
It's true!
They also put wit crystal oil in there, so, yeah. They only make that in Babal. But the ghosts is way more interesting.
It is more interesting.
Burns green! This dialogue's gone too far off the rails. Somebody stop me.
Interesting. Well, to rein it in, it's a special property of the oil. I suppose it's a ploy to force people to visit Babal should the oil run out. That's right!
Hey, Gummy, what about these silhouettes?
They stuck some cutouts on the outside of the lantern so it'd project the images.
Oh. Silhouettes, huh? They are rather pretty, aren't they?
I have solved this part of the case, anyway.
Wait, what am I doing? I was supposed to be asking for an update on the investigation.
Hey, what's wrong, sir?
There's something I want you to investigate for me. Do you think you can do that much?
Uh-huh. You got it, sir.
Hey, that's not fair. Why is Gummy getting to do all the fun stuff?
Well, that's because I'm Edgeworth's partner.
It's true.
I can't believe you took advantage of the confusion and stole my role as assistant. That's cringe.
I expect the two of you to get along and work together like professionals on this. Just like the 4-piece nugget in his hand and the lantern in the other. Professional. Oh, it's time for me to break my voice.
Oh, sorry, I did not talk to him, actually. Correct.
It's alright, that was my plan. I put this sign here for free advertising of Babal. There's a sign here warning passers-by to take precautions around this renovation site. Indeed, that's why it's OSHA compliant.
Looks like they're building a trampoline. They're really going all out, huh? There's construction going on everywhere.
I believe Ambassador Plano said it was to attract more tourists and visitors. Yeah, I was inspired by Disney World, dude. Wait, yeah.
What can they do with the
Get
new
my
stuff they're
voices mixed
building? Hey, what do you think they should do, Mr. Edgeworth?
How about transforming it into a courthouse? Yes, I
Hey,
love
be
justice.
serious. It sounds boring.
I was being serious.
Real.
Oh, so you're back, are you now, Mr. Edgeworth? You must be tired. Here, with these, you can eat whatever you'd like. From our local Burger King, and these are Burger King coupons. Yes! Discount tickets for our cafeteria, which is sponsored by Burger King. They open tomorrow at 10 in the morning. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. They just closed. That's how this dialogue's going to work. I appreciate the concern, however, these coupons do nothing for me right now. Hi, it's me. This open air stage, what function does it serve exactly? Well, normally we use it for a variety of events. It's all to attract that extra bit of attention to Babal. I heard that tonight over in the Alabastian Rose Garden. Ambassador Alba was to give a speech, a pretty well-prepared speech. And you know what? Manny told me that I really should give a speech too. Mr. Cochin told you that? Yes, he did. Which is why I thought I should give a speech of my own. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to. Because of the fire to the Otagaras who started. Exactly. I'm serious now. Ambassador Plano, I'd like to ask you a little more about the Prima Duck statues. I see. Well, let me ask you this. Did you know that Alabast and Babal used to be one country called Cadopia against the ABCs of world history? Yes, I'd know that much about your history. Well, the Prima Duck statue belonged to the founders of Cadopia. At least that's how the story goes. It was bequeathed unto the King of Cadopia as a symbol of the country's wealth. So it was meant as a symbol of sovereignty and the right to rule, I take it. Yes, that's right. Which is why both countries are so adamant about their claim. We hold the real statue, therefore we hold the right to rule. That's the reasoning for it. It's pretty petty when you think about it. It's a little bit childish too, I suppose. But if Alabast and Babal were to re-establish relations, shouldn't that put an end to the squabbling over this childish statue? I have no reason to believe so. Because the Prima Duck statue is even more important now as a key to diplomacy. I wonder if Ambassador Plano knows about what has happened to the very important key to diplomacy. Perhaps I should try showing him this key and see what he has to say about it.
I'll do that after talking about mini coaching.
Oh, we're talking about mini coaching! Ambassador Plano, there's just one thing I'd like to ask you about. Oh, yes! Oh, don't worry, you can ask me more than just one thing. How about 2 or 3? In exchange, I expect you'll be coming to Babal, yes? Thank you, but the one thing is all I require. But my coupons. Manny Cochin, otherwise known as Coney Mansion, I'd like to ask you about this man who was once your secretary. Sure. I'll tell you what I know. Thank you for your cooperation, Ambassador. He was... well... if I had to put in one word, he was an able man. If there was ever anything I needed as an ambassador, well, you know, he was able to get it for me. Quite the able man. To think that a man like that had a hand in a smuggling ring right under my nose, going completely unnoticed. Actually, I suppose because he was an able man, I was unable to detect his dirty dealings. Sounds like Mr. Cochin had a very sharp mind, despite only having 2 lines. Well, recently Manny had been really busy. Since I became the Babali's, whatever it is, I don't care, representative of the Country Unification Council. He's been working tirelessly to cover my work for me. I'm sorry, but what is this Country Unification Council? Oh, well, you see, had tonight's events proceeded without a hitch. Our two countries were to reunify and become one again. But I guess with how things turned out, that dream won't be realized anytime soon. Shame. I suppose not. Man, I'm not really happy right now.
You'll be happier when I tell him this.
Oh, I'm gonna be happy now. Ambassador Plano, if you could please take a look at this for me. The Prima Duck statue sitting in Alabasta right now actually belongs to Babal.
Yeah, I was just about this. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. That like, somebody want to keep the country separate. So like, this is like, not to make a joke over an earlier joke, an international incident, if you will.
Indeed.
Edgeworth is roped into some shit.
So it would appear. I received a call from Miss Von Karma, always on top of her game about this statue. That's ours. Then you will understand why I wish to inspect Babal's Prima Duck statue immediately. Because the statue currently in your country's possession. Well, yes. I've already inspected it myself. And it is definitely Alabast's statue. I know because it's the real statue.
Oh.
Then you're saying that Babal's was the replica? I'm embarrassed to say it's true, even though I knew that someday it would be exposed, yes.
Yo, usually this shit takes like 3 arguments to get through. This dude's like,
You never know. I'm just, very honest. So honest. It's what I learned from books from Costco involving how to help and establish ambassador relations. But yes, I received my orders from the leaders of Babal, and I was to negotiate with Ambassador Alba at this event. I was to negotiate with him and fix the results of the evaluation tonight, and, well, to say that we could not determine which statue was the real one.
Hold it!
Hold it. Why are you telling me this? Oh, well, because you've already figured it out! Good on you! Our statue is just a hollow gold shell. Even if Babal were to lose face, the reunification of the country is absolutely what's important here. I'm right in thinking that, aren't I? I'm not making a mistake, right? You cannot see the amount of world on my shoulders right now. Well, if you don't know yourself, then I won't pretend to know either. I never really thought by being betrayed by my own secretary, Coney Mansion, the real symbol of wealth would be given to me. Isn't it simply ironic?
hey, where are you going? You're heading back to Alabasta? You just gave up on that conversation.
I did. Because I'm sick. Yes, but before I do, I suppose I should give you a summary of what's happened.
Well, I'm also sick. I could do, like, skateboard tricks.
Can you grind the fence?
If I had a skateboard.
Where's your skateboard?
I don't have one.
Then I don't believe you have the necessary evidence to prove you can skateboard, Kay.
Can't prove it, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm sick with it. Oh, you told me a lot of shit. I see.
I told you all this shit.
There's been a murder in both countries using an object from the other country?
Well, that's the gist of it. Babal is just as strict as Alabast. Also, Larry Butts is an asshole in their inspection of the people and things that enter their country. Meaning that somehow both murder weapons were smuggled into the two countries. That's the only logical conclusion that can be drawn. Perhaps the key to the weapon smuggling is the person who traversed both countries.
You mean the fake Yatagarasu?
In one way or another, the Yatagarasu is connected. Of this I am sure. Now then, where was the Yatagarasu first spotted? I believe it was the rose garden on the Alabastian side of the embassy. The garden is just on the other side of this boundary. It's where Ambassador Alba was to give that speech tonight. At least that's where I heard the Yadagarsu had appeared. In that case, I believe it's vital that I investigate this rose garden post-haste.
Wait, before you go, take a look at this, Mr. Edgeworth.
What is this? What is it?
My guess is that's the guitar pick. I picked it up just now over there. Do you think it'll be of any use?
There's a little water on it, but how did the water get on it?
Are we bringing the Jammin' Ninja into this?
Doesn't look like there's anything it could get wet from around here.
I was thinking, they have concerts here at this open air stage from time to time, right?
Alright, I'll find its owner later. And it may or may not be the Jammin' Ninja.
Oh yeah, there's one more thing. Put it in my little pouch. Mr. Edgeworth, would you be willing to hold on to this?
What is this?
It's misused perfume that I have.
Why did you keep this for 7 years, Kay?
She killed my dad.
Oh, that's fair.
It's the bottle that woman left behind that I found 7 years ago. I thought that one day it'd be of some use in tracking her down. So I kept it safe all this time.
Well, thank you. I'll be honored to hold it on for you.
Just, you know, I don't have an evidence book, so, you know, it felt more useful.
Well, you have the evidence back.
Okay, there's a ladder over here. I have to quickly look at it.
A ladder. Oh.
Actually, that's a step ladder.
Oh. Well, they're the exact same thing.
No way! From their structure up, they're totally different. But of course, from a thief's perspective, the best kind of ladder is the rope ladder. A step ladder is much too heavy to carry around after all.
And from a prosecutor's perspective, any type of ladder is guilty of being dangerous during an earthquake.
Good talk.
I know, right?
We did that bit well. Hey,
We're doing pretty good.
Do you detect the scent of treasure coming from this bush?
The scent of treasure? Not at all.
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth, you're totally not with it.
I'm not with it.
Yeah, you should jump in the bush. No, and it's important for both thieves and prosecutors to be energetic.
Perhaps for a thief like you, but that level of energy is unbecoming of a prosecutor.
You really think so? I was about to make that joke on my own. That prosecutor we met at Gatewaterland seemed to be pretty active.
Like the streamer New Cross Battles. Well, he's not a prosecutor anymore. See how everything just naturally balances out? He's busy playing Among Us in jail.
His face just showing up in the box is so fucking funny.
Yeah, Jack's in the box. Jack in the box. Hello there, Detective Gumshoe.
We've got nothing new for Mr. Gumshoe.
Goodbye, sir.
More bushes.
Happy to be left
This
behind
bush looks
again.
like the perfect place to hide some sort of treasure, you know.
I feel like we just had this conversation. Oh wait, never mind. I'm here now. Sorry, I was dazing and looking off in the distance, thinking about all the international incidents we're going to deal with tonight. But there's no treasure inside those things. Please,
Oh,
do not
too
loot this.
bad.
But we do have a lot of treasures back in Babal. Coupons.
Sounds great. I'll be sure to pay you guys a visit sometime for a 5-finger discount.
Oh, sure. We welcome you anytime. Are you sure you really want to invite a thief into your country with open arms? Damn, I'm so glad I've learned all I could do with... oh, holy shit.
We're back. We're just going. I could run.
Streamer can run. I think I'll be returning to the investigation in Alabasta now.
Oh shit, I'm not allowed. I forgot about that. I know. I'll go back to Babal and do some more investigating there.
Right, make sure you get me the 20-piece next time.
They're closed.
What am I saying? Hell shades. I don't make these anywhere.
Is that not Ling?
I would assume this is Francisco.
Francisca?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay.
I see a back mile in her.
Oh, well, hello there.
Other things in the bowl. Although I can't really say I expect much from Scruffy and that girl.
It's fucked up, Francisca. They got Burger King without us. They only left us these 4 chicken tenders. Nuggets, chicken nuggets.
You didn't get yours? I got mine.
What do you mean I didn't get mine? They said they only left me a 4-piece chicken nugget, like right before it closed in the cafeteria.
Mine came alongside the dog. The dog managed to not eat it.
What the... Gumshoe! Ugh. I've been owned. I deserve it. The investigation into Coney Mansion's death hasn't really progressed any. However, the investigation into the Yatagarasu has.
Ah, yes, the Yatagarasu. Even now I find it hard to believe. A person who can freely traverse between the two countries at will? Preposterous.
Well, that's what I came here to investigate. I heard that this is where witnesses claim to have seen the Yatagarasu.
That's correct. Ambassador Alba was to give a speech tonight here in Alabast. And that's when the Yatagarasu appeared. The shadow of the mysterious thief appeared, and just as suddenly it vanished.
Thankfully, I've already solved this mystery. It's the lantern. Thumbs up.
After that, there was the fire at the Babalese embassy. That's the Yatagarasu started. It was really difficult for me to say for some reason.
It's a bit of a mouthful. I vow that not a single feather from the Yatagarasu shall escape my diligence.
Begin the investigation in the Rose Guard.
Oh, Link's just talking to random.
Oh, look at...
Alright, I'm gonna get up for, like, just 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Same here.
Gotcha. I will get up 1 inch. I've gotten up 1 inch.
Alright, I am back.
Welcome back.
Shit is happening.
Whoa. We're in the garden.
We're around. Let's just do some pacing, you know. Do some jogging.
Wow.
You're really liking this run button streamer.
I've learned all
return.
about it. Super exciting.
You're welcome for your run button.
Let's look at everything.
Is it possible that the Yatagarasu hid in these bushes?
Of course not. They're rose bushes. You've been spending so much time with Scruffy and that girl that they're rubbing off on you. But it's alright. I'll wake you out of your stupor. Now, the next time you feel like sleepwalking, remember that I'll rip you for real.
All I tried to do was offer up a possibility, and this is what I get? A statue of a woman. I wonder if the lady is pouring water.
Says that it is a statue of the queen who spoke of love to King Primadux. Well, Miles Edgeworth, it seems that you are lousy at reading a woman's heart.
If I open, well, I open my mouth about a statue, she somehow makes the leap to that.
Hello?
I'm being sassed by Francisca today. Can I show you my badge? There's an overturned spotlight
We've done
here.
that one twice. You get whipped at the end of it.
Seeing your bad Miles Edgeworth.
Listen, I have short-term memory loss. About my badge.
And the Yaragalasso appeared. The audience that was waiting for the speech to start panicked. I suppose that's when someone must have knocked it over.
I'm having a tough time visualizing the mass confusion that took place here.
I thought to use my whip to capture the Yaragalasso. However, there were people in my way and I was unable to land even a single dash.
I suppose this means that some other poor saps were hit instead.
You're at a speech, then Francisco von Karma accidentally whips you. Unlucky.
Yeah. A rose is scattered on the surface of the water, creating a pleasant fragrance.
I found water important for guitar pick. Logic box. Real life.
It's not just for aesthetics. This pool's water is also used in putting out fires.
I see. Oh! The pool stopped filling itself automatically.
The fountain spouts are set to stay open until the pool's water reaches a certain level.
If this water is used to put out a fire, I suppose it must be refilled to its normal level. Would suggest that this pool was recently used somehow in the embassy. Well, I guess I'll take some notes about it just in case.
I wonder when that could have been used. What the fuck?
Larry, jump scare!
How dare you surprise me like that?
Oh, please. I'm sorry, don't whip me. Oh, hey, Edgy. Thanks what you did back there. I'm here now. Your gratitude alone is enough. More importantly, Larry, what the hell? This pool is not for your personal enjoyment. I know that! Do you really think I'm the type to just jump in a pool in a fucking costume and swim around for fun?
Objection!
Objection! Alright then. Did you by chance fall into the pool? Yeah, nice guess. Nice guess, but no dice. So you know my son, right? Your son. I guess I kind of lost sight of him when I shook hands with the ambassador. And I'm pretty sure he was around. I saw him!
You imbecile! How can you be so flippant at a time like this? What are you going to do if your son fell into the pool? And how old is this child of yours anyway?
How old is he again?
Hold it!
Hold it! Larry, this is the first I've heard of a son. Who exactly is the mother? Oh, the mother? Oh, oh yeah, dude, that's Chick, the pink princess.
The pink princess.
Hold it!
Hold it, Miss Von Karma. I was a bit confused by this man's words for a bit there. I think we all were. However, I believe he is looking for the doll known as the Iron Infant. Yep, I'm the Steel Samurai through and through, and therefore, with this heart and soul of mine, that's why I'm looking for the baby. The Iron Infant is my cute little son.
You have given a whole new meaning to the phrase, an astounding fool.
Larry? We have not seen hide nor hair of the Iron Infant. But rest assured that if we should find him, we'll let you know. Now, please, get out of there. No, sounds good! In that case, I'll go search over there. Watch this. Blue, 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 blue. Hey! Wait! Well, Well, it's not as if it'll get very far swimming around in that pool. I know he's unrelated to the murders, he sure knows how to cause a lot of trouble.
This
What
baby
the
will
fuck?
somehow be very important.
This statue bears a resemblance to the Prima Duck statue.
The plaques, there's King Primadux and the battlefield. In order to save the queen, King Primadux put his life on the line and went to war.
So Prima Dukes was actually a person of royal blood. I thought he was simply someone imitating a character from an ancient legend.
Well, what surprises me is that a real person who looked like the Steel Samurai existed.
I suppose there's that too. Maybe he is the Steel Samurai.
That's the same word. Okay, but I'll get the link in a second.
I suppose Ambassador Alba sat in this chair.
Ambassador Alba is very elderly.
I'm so old.
The chair was prepared for him should he have gotten tired during his speech.
In that case, why didn't he plan to make his speech sitting down in the first place?
The ambassador is also quite prideful. That's why.
I'm epic.
Damn, he's epic. He sounds like my old principal from grade school who'd speak at assemblies.
I'm actually suddenly afraid that Lang is optional, so I'll talk to him for real.
Have you finished checking out all the bystanders?
Yes, sir. And we found 14 counts of pickpocketing, 16 counts of illegal parking, and 1 person ran a light, sir.
Don't tell me you didn't find anything out related to the case.
Sir, not a single thing, sir.
Well, for now, let's just get those other lawbreakers down to the precinct.
Agent Lang.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Prosecutor.
I would just like to thank you for your assistance earlier.
Make no mistake, it's not like I was trying to help you with what I did.
Well, after I left, did you receive word from Ambassador Alba?
We're gonna wrap up our bodyguard assignment at the end of today. Oddly enough, we received word from HQ to return home on an urgent manner. If I can be so easily called away from this case after I've come this far. I swear that I'll find the truth and drag it out screaming into the light. You're with me on that, right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Oh,
No. Can I present my badge? I don't remember if I did that.
I don't remember if we presented.
I feel like we
that to
haven't.
Lang.
Langzy says, there's no value in trusting those who bear this mark.
No, we didn't, because I would certainly remember that burn if we did.
Let me fill you in on what I hate the most in this world.
Oh, what have I
People
gotten
who go
myself
off showing that badge. Sorry, but that's one opinion I'm never gonna budge on.
into?
Damn, that didn't even get a word in.
I feel like there's beef between something related to prosecutors and potentially me and this guy. Well, you were working as Ambassador Alba's bodyguard at the time. So naturally you witnessed when the Yatagarasu appeared, correct?
Yeah, I saw the thief all right. My own 2 eyes. Yatagarasu was always there, lurking in the shadows. But when the spotlights were turned on for Ambassador Alba's speech, Shadow appeared. When the cries of, "Oh, it's the Yatagarasu!" rang out. Next second, spotlight went out. By the time we got the area lit again, the deaf thief had vanished. When we investigated afterwards, we found that the reason the lights went out was because someone had unplugged the extension plug for all the outdoor electronics.
No.
Whether it was someone doing it on purpose, or simply a guest who had tripped over it, we don't know.
Somehow it was Larry.
It was
Even
me,
though,
bro!
Even though he was on the roof at the time, it was somehow him.
Well, one thing is for certain. Yanagarasu was here.
So you're saying that basically all you saw was the thief's silhouette?
Yes.
Objection!
Objection! If all you saw was a shadow, then it's entirely possible that the shadow belonged to someone else. Ha! Good thinking, sis. You might just be right. If it weren't for the fact that there was no one else with that same shape. Not among the staff or the audience members. I'm pointing at you. My men have already done a thorough check of everyone, so I know I'm right.
Damn, he's still sick. Someone else's shadow.
Well, the lantern will come when the time is right.
That sounds like a plausible hypothesis.
We'll just hold on to it.
The suddenly appearing and disappearing shadow of the Yatagarasu. I believe I figured out its true origin. Looks like we're figuring that out now.
I expected no less from my subordinate. Now let's hear what you know on this subject.
What really cast the shadow of the Yatagarasu?
I said that, but I'll let you have that one.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, shit, the lantern's not in my fucking beefcake. You're not... Okay, so...
I'm so used to having the green text, I was confused.
I guess... Okay, it's one of these bitsies.
Take that!
Take that! Francisco, if you could please take a look at this, don't you find it to be a bit suspicious?
Maybe it's not.
I'm going to get whipped, aren't I?
Not at all.
I'm going to get whipped, aren't I?
I wasn't paying enough attention. It's on my...
As I thought, for you see, I was merely testing you right now, Francisco.
There's no time to waste on your pompous talk, so get on with your explanation already. One, two, three.
No! Guess Francisco just couldn't understand my point.
He didn't even say he was wrong at that point. He just said, she just didn't get it.
She didn't get it. She never understood. There really is only one thing that can explain how it was cast.
I thought it was the lantern, but you know, I don't have a lantern in my fucking life, so all I know is wrong now. I don't know what to believe in. I could go over here.
Let's believe in the streamer. You like how I segued that? We're believing in the streamer.
You should believe in me, sir.
Or you have to believe in Detective Gumshoe.
It's probably
Man cannot get shit in this case, apparently.
Statues.
But he got Burger King.
I'm trying to figure out which one is more Yatagarasu shaped between these two.
I wish I got Burger King.
Well, that...
Yeah, it's like the spiky, like, hair thing. It's like, it could be the leaf, but I could also see it being the sword, but I think the leaf makes
Do you have a picture of the...
Unfortunately, unless it pops up in here, no. Well, we'll just do one, and if I'm wrong, Francesco will whip me a couple times.
Take that!
Take that. Suddenly appearing and disappearing shadow of the Yatagarasu. Is it not possible that it was created by the statue, perhaps?
Objection!
Objection! Are you playing me for a fool, Miles Edgeworth? The statue bears absolutely no resemblance to the shadow of the Yatagarasu.
Indeed, you are correct. However, the statue is but one part of the whole picture.
What do you mean by only one part?
What is the other part to the real form of the Yatagarasu shadow?
That would be one of the leaves, definitely.
Yeah. I'm just making sure I'm high enough to... When the two are moved together. I don't know if they could have moved the statues though in the panic. There's so many people there.
Take that!
Take that. Francisca,
yeah,
generic dialogue part 1. Do you think this is sus?
I'm about to whip you. 3
Hey,
times.
what if you don't whip me?
One,
Wait, what?
2,
4, 3. Oh!
Maybe they moved them both. It just feels like there's too many people in the crowd.
Got whipped again.
Never say
Ow.
never.
Take that!
Take that.
It's another statue.
Like, wouldn't Lang have noticed then? That they're separated now? I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't matter.
The Yatagarasu shadow is made from the shadows of these two statues.
Made? What do you mean by that?
Right now, the spotlights are all over the place.
Oh, or you just put the spotlight in a smart spot and don't think about it. Okay, yeah.
This is because they were removed when the guests were in a panicked state. However, if we were to restore the lights to where they were when the thief appeared...
You believe that the two statues will create the Yatagarasu statue?
Precisely. I know you meant to say shadow, but yes. Now check this shit out. Watch as I reveal the true form of the Yatagarasu. It's okay, I only barely noticed. First, let's set up the spotlight to cast the shadow of King Primadux in the battlefield. Big loss. The shadow of the king statue should appear, or would appear, on the backdrop of the stage. Likewise, if we do the same, and set a light up on the queen, who would go and, I don't know, inspire Primadux. I wasn't fully reading, my bad. Her silhouette would also appear on the backdrop of the stage, so combined.
Aha! So if we were to combine the two shadows, it looks like shit. It looks nothing like the Yatagarasu statue shadow. Well, Vedvet, how do you explain this grotesque shape?
Calm down, Francisca. I've already been whipped 6 times. The way the light needs to be shown on the queen statue is wrong.
What do you mean by that?
I believe that the whole of the king's shadow needs to be used for this to work. However, in the curious case of the queen, I don't believe her whole shadow is needed. Rather, the person who created the shadow only used one part of her shadow.
Only one part?
Yes, and that one part alone is enough to fill in the rest of the Yatagarasu shadow.
Why didn't you say that in the first place?
Because I was getting on that. No, actually, you're right. I apologize. I wonder what it could be.
Oh no, I'm too stupid for this one. I'm not good with shapes. It's not the head.
Pick a shape.
Pick a shape, any shape.
I'm bad with shapes. I'll go hands down.
Take that!
Take that. Think back to what is missing in our shadow. Shapes are kind of hard. 5 long thing areas, correct? Now what does that remind you of?
Ah!
That's right. It can only be the shadow of the queen's left hand. Francisca, can you please adjust the spotlight's position so that it only shines on the queen's left hand?
Alright, let's give it a try and see what we get.
Whoa.
Wow, wow,
It's-
wow.
Yes, it's exactly like the shadow I saw.
The culprit must have changed the spotlight's positioning beforehand. And then pulled the plug after people saw what the culprit wanted them to see. In their panic, the guests must have moved the spotlights around, which we can assume was also a part of the culprit's plan. By the time the lights came back on, the Yatagarasu shadow had vanished.
Which means that the shadow was a construct from the very beginning.
So you see, the Yatagarasu never did visit Alabasta tonight. The only country the thief visited was Babal, although it can be assumed that the Yatagarasu had an accomplice in Alabast.
An accomplice? But who?
I haven't figured that part out yet, but I assume it was the person who set up the shadow show. I sense that the biggest clue yet to solving this case is the existence of this accomplice. We did it. Completed the investigation.
Bone heal.
Bones have been healed.
Yeah, question mark.
Who is
Oh,
this?
that was me.
Whoa.
How's the investigation going?
Oh, Detective Bad, have you come to join us in investigating the Oligarsu? We were going so well.
I've left the murder in Agent Lang's charge. And my only target from the very beginning is the Yatagarasu. So, yes.
So, what have you found out?
I got a piece of evidence.
That's pretty sick. May I see it?
Sure, but you might regret it.
We're here because we are ready to face whatever may come. So, if you please.
When people heard the commotion, bystanders started gathering, and one woman claimed, "I'm telling you, I'm a genuine international journalist." Oh no.
It's true.
She gave me an interesting picture.
A journalist?
Yeah, well actually, she's a freelance cameraman.
No!
This is the photo I got from her.
Fuck you, Tyrell Bad. What in the world?
Yeah, I agree.
What the fuck is this?
The Yatagarasu is flying through the air.
You're doing this again? The times, they're a-changing. It's not just man, but evidence. Even they lie to us now.
When was this photo taken?
This is the third time we've done this. We did this with the bridge. Apparently, right after the
yeah.
fires on the 4th and 5th floors were put out. It was taken from a nearby building that you could see the embassy from.
I see. So this was taken after the fire.
The blur in this picture took off from the Babalese embassy, flew over the boundary, and headed for the embassy of Alabas.
Objection!
This is simply not possible. People are incapable of flight.
Is that a fact, Francisca? I've had the pleasure of dealing with a case involving a flying person once.
I think I remember that one. Actually, come to think of it, I've come across a case like that as well. Two, actually.
Maybe it happens more often than we think.
Am I up to the task of solving the mystery behind this flying photograph? Well, the Yatagarasu took off from the Babalese embassy, so I should start from there.
We're going back.
Francisca, I need to return to the Bobble investigation for a bit, maybe meet Gumshoe.
All right.
We're just running back and forth.
Excuse me. I'll continue investigating on this side of this building.
Alright, I'm counting on you. We're going back.
Hey, what's up?
Okay.
Welcome back, Mr. Edgeworth. Now, come on, let's get back to our investigation.
Yes, let's.
I bet only boring things happened over there.
Yeah, well, sort of. Not really.
Because, well,
No.
everyone's gone, I guess, so let's go in here. Oh, it's just this place.
Oh, it's me. Just kind of reminiscing on my building being fucking burnt down, apparently.
To think, after all that running around, we're right back where we started.
It would appear that way. Yes. Oh, hi, Mr. Edgeworth. I was just reminiscing. In fact, I was reminiscing so hard that, check up. Have you found Manny's killer yet? I'm terribly sorry, Ambassador Plano, but I have yet to find this killer. Then I guess his murder really was the work of the Yatagarasu.
Let's get one thing straight. It was the work of the fake Yatagarasu. The real Yatagarasu is a noble vigilante who is only out to steal the truth.
Miss Faraday, please don't make such a sad face, please. I didn't mean it. Hey, well, actually, if there's anything I can do for you, all you have to do is ask, alright?
Mr. Polano, I thought I was gonna say something
Actually-
else, so that's why my tone was all fucked up.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Actually, there's one thing you can do. Will you allow us to take another look around? We didn't have enough time to conduct a thorough investigation earlier. Oh, sure. Please feel free to investigate to your heart's content. Also, there are a few questions I'd like to ask you personally, Ambassador. Oh, if it will bring a smile back to Miss Faraday's face, then I'll gladly answer anything.
Well, thank you, Mr. Polano. You're a total gentleman.
Of course! You don't have to waste such nice words on me, little miss.
Hey, Sir Polano!
Oh! Those two sure got shown me awfully quickly.
You know, it's easy to say we're going to investigate, but where should we begin?
We should probably start by comparing the state of this room before and after the fire. And then we should look into the matter of the suspicious person you spotted.
Yeah, when I came into this room, that person was already gone. But I'm willing to bet that the person I was chasing is Mr. Cochin's killer.
We don't know that yet. However, it's hard to believe that that person is unrelated. Furthermore, because the key of the Yatagarasu you stole 7 years ago was found here, it signals that perhaps Miss Yu is also somehow involved.
I knew it! That woman is almost definitely Mr. Cochin's killer.
Yet again, we don't know that. There are too many mysteries to be solved here. My fucking evidence is... this.
Yeah, you dumped a lot of it too.
Yeah, I know, right? Jesus. Speaking of the Yatagarasu and the mysteries, I received the most mysterious photo from Detective Bad.
Uncle Bad? He's taking part in the investigation too?
Yes, he's been chasing after the Yatagarasu for all these years.
Uncle Bad. That's epic.
Now then, I was told this photo was taken just after the fire.
Well, what? This kind of looks like the person in the long coat I was chasing. Does this mean that I was chasing the fake Yatagarasu after all?
I don't really know the answer to your question. I'm pretty sure I don't think that people can fly either.
But this could be how that person escaped.
Well, we'll need to investigate a bit more before we can say anything about that. In any case, let's not dawdle anymore and pick up our investigation where we left off. Investigation.
We're investigating a lot of shit.
I know, right?
Oh, we're allowed on this side of the room.
A fireplace, So Baba's offices have them too.
2?
There's a fireplace in the same location in the Alabastine office. However, we found something there that I'd rather not recall ever again. I still can't believe that we found that lady's undershirt in the fucking fireplace.
What the hell are you talking about?
Nothing.
If it was that traumatizing, why don't you try creating new memories with the fireplace? You could climb inside and we could play hide and seek.
And come out covered in suits? I think not.
Ugh! You really have no sense of fun, Mr. Edgeworth. You should consider checking if there's also a double thing, but I don't know if it actually matters, but then, I guess not.
You can see the Alabastine embassy through this window.
So where were you when you were investigating over there, Mr. Edgeworth?
You didn't see it from there. It was there on the 5th floor, I believe. That's where Mass Star Damask 2 was killed.
What? You don't mean the Mass Star Damask 2? Aw, poor guy. As a fellow second-generation thief, I can't just turn a blind eye to this.
Even though Damask 2 is merely an imposter of the original? Damn.
That guy's dead?
Yeah, he's deceased.
What
yeah.
the fuck?
Well, that's why you can't be a thief. It's dangerous, Kay.
Well, Mass Star Damask 1 didn't die.
Yes, that's true, but he almost got persecuted. I think.
Didn't die, I don't
What?
fucking know.
Well, that's true. Oh, well, it appears that this area was heavily damaged by the fire. I was expecting my famous line.
Yeah, I guess we should hurry up and get started examining everything, like the nooks and crannies or some shit.
Oh, well, don't worry, I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Oh, thank goodness.
I know, right? It's been a while since we've seen that line. It looks like a very comfortable chair.
Well, it doesn't look all that broken, so why don't you try sitting in it?
No, I better not. It's very important that we preserve the crime scene at all times.
Wait, but you're always touching all sorts of things at crime scenes.
That's because I'm a prosecutor and it's part of my job to examine things.
And my job is to be a great thief. This chair
Which
is
is
coming
exactly
with me.
why you are... Nope, you're banned from buying this chair. Or touching it.
Damn, I couldn't even buy it. That's rough. So I guess embassy phones are just like normal phones, huh?
Well, what did you imagine them to be like?
I thought that the balls would look like a flower and the receiver would be a butterfly. That way, it looked like a butterfly receiver was sucking nectar from the flower base.
If any country had a flower phone, it'd be Alabast, don't you think?
I thought that was a burger. Oh, then maybe the phone I envisioned would have been from when they were Cadopia.
There's really no point in asking me about something that never existed in the first place.
You know what you lack, Mr. Edgeworth? Curiosity and an imagination. Uncool.
Well, there's only one book left standing here, Treasures of the World.
Wait, what? Let me see that! Uh-huh. I see. Ah! The most important part was blackened by the fire! Why, cruel fate? Why?
It looks like the map of where the treasures have been located has been burnt. It looks like a bunch of flyers with coupons attached to them.
But Paul sure gives away a lot of different coupons. Maybe I should create one of my own. I could call it the Great Thief Coupon.
And what kind of discount would that net you?
The 5-finger kind. What else? And I'd steal an extra thing or two for the bearer.
Such as?
Such as the truth. What else would I steal? Nothing else.
What I want to give to have a mountain of your coupons right about now. I'm a scumshoe. Coney Mansion. His name is written here on the nameplate.
Why would you put a nameplate with your name on it in your own office, especially if it's, like, backwards?
I don't know. I suppose it's to inform people in case they walk into the wrong room by mistake.
Do you think maybe it's also to remind you of your own name in case you forget?
Either way, it's never a bad thing to set a nameplate on one's desk.
This was a good life lesson.
Coaching. I know, I learned that from my dad. Man.
Okay, I thought something was... I feel like I'm forgetting something important here.
Bottle of Babyliss ink. There it is, on top of Mr. Cochin's desk.
It looks like there's still a lot of ink left inside.
The seal is unbroken, so the fire probably couldn't get inside the bottle to burn up the ink.
Hey, Mr. Polano, looks like your precious Babyliss ink is all right after all.
Oh, what? Oh, wait, that's odd. Hold it. Ambassador, what do you mean by that? Well, it's just that, there is something strange about the ink here. Would you mind elaborating on that statement, please?
It looks like you have to walk over there and ask him.
Wow, why? Now then, Ambassador, I'd like to ask about your movements before the fire broke out. Oh, the fire, right. Wait, actually, no. What fire are we talking about? There's like a lot of fires in my brain right now. Which one? There is more than one tonight. Oh. Ah, shoot. I guess you didn't hear about it. We had 2 fires at the Babyliss embassy tonight. Oh, what a bother all that was.
When did the second one happen? Wait, but the only fire we know about is the one after the Jammin' Ninja show.
Well, the first occurred at the start of the Jammin' Ninja show. I thought it was a very good show, actually.
This will be very important with the fountain. I'm just putting that out there. This is suddenly really important with the fountain.
This might be really important with the fountain, so the streamer's going to pay attention. But luckily only the 4th and 5th floors of our embassy caught on fire. Not wanting to cause a panic among the theater goers, Well, we decided to keep it internal, because that would be immensely bad. Then the fire after the Chairman Ninja's show was the second one of the night. Exactly. So the fire I witnessed was the second one. Come to think of it, didn't Detective Bad make reference to the first fire? Where's the photo, Detective Bad?
Apparently, right after the fires on the 4th and 5th floors were put out, that was a reference to a different one. Surprise.
I suppose this means this photo was taken just after the first fire was put out.
After the first fire was put out, so interesting. So it was probably a corpse. So then what was the extent of the damage of the second fire?
Oh, the second fire was contained to this floor, the 3rd floor. I think it was leftover embers from the fire on the floors above it that caused it. And I'm pretty sure that's probably my office. Well, that's, now should I put this a very bad stroke of luck. My office on the 5th floor, Manny's office here, and Manny himself. All gone in the blink of an eye. Damn.
I feel so sorry for you, Mr. Plano.
Oh! Oops, looking at me going on and on. Well, now then, what is it that you wanted to ask again? We were discussing what your actions and whereabouts for today were. And if you happen to know where Mr. Cochin's actions and whereabouts were as well. Ah, yes, very well. Let's see, I've been quite busy all day from morning until now. First I woke up and then I brushed my teeth. After that, X amount of time, I had a roll for breakfast. From Costco. Hold it. Fascinating. How about if you just skip to the relevant parts for me? Oh, you sound condensed, huh? Alright, I can do that for you.
Okay, yeah, the ink is here.
I have my entire testimony here. So what did Mr. Cochin and you do this morning? Oh, well, originally we were supposed to meet and shake hands with the Jammin' Ninja, who's jammin' and not mid. But Manny and I wanted to turn it into a photo op, so we were here tidying up his office. You helped clean Mr. Cochin's office. Why were you not cleaning your own? Oh, I think I just forgot to mention this, but my office is currently undergoing renovations in the logic box. Wow, that really sucks, actually. Which is why both the Prima Duck statue and the Babyliss knife set are down here in the safe office. I see. Oh, but the tidying didn't really take much, really. We just burned some files we no longer needed and expired coupons in the fireplace. I like coupons.
I bet cleaning up the fireplace must have been a real pain, though, huh?
Well, about that, I kind of forgot to clean the ashes out. I guess I'm up a creek without Manny here to get angry at me.
Hold it!
Hold it! An ambassador like yourself has been on the receiving end of a secretary's anger? Oh, well, he was very good at being very mad. Why, just this morning he got mad at me. I spilled some Babyliss ink onto the back wall when I was burning the files, you see. And they got mad at me and saying I should treat the ink with more respect. Talk about the boss getting bossed around. Oh, I got the testimony. That's about what he did for this morning. Just some cleaning. Don't tell me you had no other work to do, being an ambassador and all. I was looking at Costco. I'm not suspicious. Now then, if you could tell me what you and Mr. Cochin did this afternoon. Well, Manny and I went down together to the Theatrum Neutralis. Oh, I always love that we have that there. That's a good name. We had to be there for the start of the Steel Samurai Sage show. That shit was kind of mid, though. After the show started, I went back to my office on the 5th floor alone. And... yeah. So they were together until the start of the not mid Steel Samurai show. A little while later, after I had straightened myself up a bit, I returned to the theater because I was to take part in the photo op on stage at the end of the show. There was a commemorative photo op at the end. It was a fantastic photo of the three of us. Oh, the old Ambassador Alba, the Steely Steel Samurai, and myself. After the photo shoot, I went back to my office on the 5th floor to prepare for my handshake photo op with the Jammin' Ninja, who's very much not mid. Seems to be rather overworked for an ambassador. When I got to my office, that's when the first fire broke out, and I took the fire escape stairs. My office was completely destroyed, but thankfully no one was hurt. And I ran away from the first fire as fast as my legs could carry me. But during the second one, I pitched in and helped the embassy staff put it out. So you didn't see Mr. Cochin again after the start of the Steel Samurai show? Yeah, that's right. The next time I saw him, he was lying there in a turtle sleep. I see. Ambassador Plano, I thank you very much for your help and testimony. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more assistance, Mr. Edgeworth. If there's anything else, please don't hesitate to ask, alright?
Thought you got the ink.
It's me, I'm not sus. I have ink. I wonder if you might tell me what you noticed about Mr. Cochin's bottle of ink. I just thought of it right now, but, during the second fire, Manny was worried about his office, so he came rushing back to it. I called out to him, and when I received no reply, I used my spare key to open the door, and... but when I did, I was greeted by roaring green flames. The flames were so big that I wasn't able to see into the room at all.
Hold it!
Hold it. The fire was green. What was the cause? Well, white crystal oil burns green when it's lit, as you can see by this lantern. And Bobbly's ink is made from the same oil, which means it would also burn green. You know, I too had thought it was Manny's ink that had caught on fire, and so that's why I was surprised to find out that there was still a bottle of ink left on his desk. Well, look at that.
The case of the perplexing green flames. Talk about a mystery.
What exactly was it that caught on fire in here? I'm happy.
That is a mystery.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, whoops.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
There might be something here, but I meant to look at this.
It appears that Mr. Cochin's body has been taken for an autopsy. White outline is all that's left to tell the tale of his murder. I really never put two and two together that they just use the line for that while they take the autopsy.
Let's look at the America shop again, this case here. Looks
America.
like all the souvenirs suffered some damage from the fire. I just don't believe it! Murder on top of arson? What a disgrace to the name of the Yatagarasu!
This fake Yatagarasu is guilty of much more than that, just theft it seems. Damn you,
I
Kay.
know! Because
mean,
for me, my first
you.
priority would have been to loot this bookshelf.
You would steal ordinary souvenirs that you can literally buy anywhere for 20 bucks?
You can't buy them anywhere for 20 bucks. Each one is specific to a location and has its own value. And items that have memories attached to them are the most valuable of all.
But could you really rob someone of their valuable memories just like that?
Mr. Edgeworth, haven't you seen the John Mulaney bit?
No, because even if I take the souvenir, I can't take the owner's memories.
Wait, I've never seen it. No, I want to see it. Gumshoe, what's
so
this?
good.
Hang on
Wait,
a
what's-
second.
So this is the real Prima Doc statue.
This is really valuable, right?
That's what they say.
Hold it!
Hold it. Kay, you're not seriously considering the theft of this statue, are you?
No way, Mr. Edgeworth. I wasn't thinking about anything like that. I was just calculating in my head how much the statue is worth.
That sounds mighty suspicious to me.
Using my brain calculator.
Do you have one of those?
Yeah, it's called my brain.
Oh.
Look at the safe.
Well, that safe wasn't open at the time of the fire.
You can tell because the inside wasn't burned, right?
Yes, and thanks to this safe's fire resistance, the smuggling evidence was preserved.
Hard safes great. They always hold the wonderful promise of treasure within.
Well, this one certainly did have a few inside.
What's in my box? Okay, this... I don't know if this does anything for me.
My logic box.
Was there anything up here?
Oh, I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking
there was an open
cranny.
drawer. There was an open drawer I just didn't look at.
Open drawer, huh? It would appear that this desk also fell victim to the fire.
Doesn't look too damaged. Oh, I think we can rifle through this drawer a bit.
I suppose we really should take a look.
I just straight up missed that shit. It had everything inside of it.
It seems that the contents of this drawer survived the fire rather well.
Now that's a sturdy desk. I guess that's the value of solid wood construction. Let's see if there's anything useful left in here, Mr. Edgeworth.
This is a rather unusual shape for a notepad. I suppose this must be another souvenir from somewhere.
Wonder if that's to do with...
You do have a note that's shaped like that.
I have something.
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew I had something in that shape.
Is this spot somehow connected to any of my evidence I hold?
Forgot what it was.
Eureka! The shape of this notepad matches the shape of this note we found.
Hey, you're right! What is it? It looks like something straight out of Monument Valley.
Ah, yes, that notepad is a souvenir from somewhere in your country, like Monument Valley, because I love America. We've been collecting them for the purpose of studying them, you see, for tourism purposes. Yes, I do. You do seem to be quite passionate about it. Oh, would you like to see my souvenir collection? I'd love to show it to you. Are you sure they haven't been burnt to a crisp in the fires? Ambassador Plano, I wonder if you might recognize the handwriting on this note. This looks like Manny's handwriting. I see. Oh, in that case.
Ooh, did you figure something out?
I don't know if Freems said anything there.
I did.
Damn, I hate Discord.
Did he,
It
did
noise
Discord
canceled
kill
you.
me? Oh, okay, that's fine.
I think it did for a bit. It's all good.
That's okay.
Well, the stream will catch it anyway. This note was found in Alabast. Specifically, it was found being firmly grasped by the murdered Damask 2.
Damask 2? Then this note?
Yes, it was a request from Mr. Cochin for Damask 2 to steal the Primadok statue. What? Manny tried to steal Alabast's Primadok statue? We would know for sure if we could run a handwriting analysis. Ambassador, do you have any documents that were handwritten by Mr. Cochin? Yes, I can gather a few and give them to you. Yes. I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe later to run the analysis. I can't believe that Manny would even think of doing something like this. Do you have any idea as to why he would have requested the theft of the statue? There is one possibility, but mind you, it's just my personal speculation. Anything you can tell me would be of great help, Ambassador.
Oh, we're headed back.
Headed back, it's me again. I'm quite the popular guy. I have 4 speech options today. I believe that you said you might have an idea to why Mr. Cochin hired Damask too.
I feel like Manny has to be dead because they took him to the autopsy land. Like, I don't know how you could fake it to that degree. Like, someone would have said something about the body vanishing. It's interesting.
Actually, I fear it may be my fault. As I was telling you earlier,
I don't think Polino is a culprit just because of how easy he has just been doing everything we need him to. Like, he hasn't put up resistance to a single request Edgeworth has had. He just gives us coupons.
I really want you to just, take our coupons, learn our tourism. It's important. I'm an ambassador. It's goodwill. Well, we were to determine which statue was the real one as part of today's event.
But because of the Yatagarasu and the fire here, that got cancelled, didn't it?
I'm actually relieved the rest of the event has been cancelled. For you see, Babala's statue, well, it's just a replica. And did Mr. Cochin know that about Babala's Prima Dog statue? Of course he knew. That's why he was the only person I could consult with. We have to do something once her statue was revealed as a replica. As to be expected, I was very nervous today as this would impact our country's authority. Yes, I understand. Well, when I told Manny my concerns, he said, "Let me handle it. It'll be alright." In his Coney Banshee voice, "I'll find a way to make sure you're the ambassador of the reunited Cadopia." And then he gave me some coupons. At the time, I thought he was just trying to cheer me up. But when I saw that note, I realized he was serious.
Hold it!
Hold it. Mr. Cochin conducted a lot of business behind your back. I assume he did all that to ensure that you are the next Cadopian ambassador. Oh, but why was he trying so hard? Really, why was he trying so hard, I wonder? This guy was kind of, I don't know, I'd have weird feelings on him. He was so much better at getting things done than I ever was or will be. Don't have an answer yet as to why he was trying so hard. But I suspect he had an ulterior motive in mind, beyond just simple kindness.
I mean, if Manny was a big part in the smuggling ring, if he could get Alabast's statue, then he could technically turn them both into fakes and smuggle the real statue. Maybe? Oh, hey, Gumshoe.
Oh, there you are, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, it's Gumshoe, I missed you. Detective Gumshoe.
Go ahead.
Oh, have you collected the information that I requested?
Yep, got it all right here, sir. Here you go, Kate. Feel free to take a look. It's for you, after all.
What is all this, Gummy?
It's all the information on this room that I got from the embassy and Interpol people. Now we know exactly how this room was before and after the fire.
Okay.
Oh, good work, Detective.
Ah, it was nothing, sir. I'm an expert at getting people to talk.
Wow, you two remind me so much of my father and Uncle Bad.
What do you mean?
2 Ds. As prosecutor and detective, your dynamic is just like theirs back in the day. Well, don't you worry, I'm gonna find my own wonderful partner someday. And when I do, I'm gonna become a good Yatagarasu, just like my father, right?
Hold it!
Oh, hold it. Please don't ask me questions to which I have no answers to, Kay. However, I can say that it is truly a wonderful thing to find a partner you can trust.
You bet! So what now, Mr. Edgeworth?
Well, I'd like to ask you for a favor.
Yes?
That gadget, Mr. Thief, is it? That thing you call your secret weapon.
Oh, you mean Little Thief? You're coming to rely on it, aren't you?
Hold it!
Hold it. I don't need a crutch like that. I'm only asking because I need it for the Ace Attorney investigation. From the information Detective Gumshoe gathered, and the Ambassador's testimony, I'd like you to please recreate this room as it was during the 3rd floor fire. Holy shit.
You got it! Alright, here we go. Dark
That's
skies of
hardcore.
evening, when no other bird dares take wing, one alone remains all-seeing. Now witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. I fucking wrote that thing for weeks.
I'm pretty impressed.
Oh, I did it during the fire for shits and giggles.
No, I asked you to do it. It seems there are other things besides what the ambassador mentioned that have been changed. It's possible that we might find the escape route the person K saw used as well. What the fuck is this? Is this some sort of light show I was not told about? Oh my god!
This is the power of a true vigilante. It's recreating the room with the info I inputted.
Oh really? Oh, that is certainly one interesting device you have there, Miss Faraday. I believe it's about time we return to our case attorney investigation with Gumshoe.
It's like the gumshoe.
Yep, I'm here.
Hello, Gumshoe. Detective, you took part in the initial Babal investigation, got some Burger King, and are now here, correct?
Yep, I sure did all of that, and I helped put out both fires, sir. But that first fire took me by surprise. I had a tough time escaping the 5th floor.
Oh, holy shit. Wait, you were there during the fire? Holy shit.
I was there during the fire. First, I tried the elevator, but I guess someone else had the same idea because it was in use. If I hadn't remembered to use the stairs at that point, I'd have been burnt to a crisp.
Hold it! Wait. Hold on a minute, that's hot. We always warn our staff that in the case of a fire, you're supposed to, like, not use the elevator. It's very dangerous and not OSHA compliant. Oh?
Maybe someone wrote it in a fit of panic?
Detective, did you see the Yatagarasu that came into the Bablis embassy at all?
I saw Kay Faraday.
Yeah, but that was later.
I meant
Well,
the
I
big
didn't
one.
see the first one, personally. And the other staff members told me they never got a good look at the person either, sir.
I wonder if you could tell me a bit more about what you discovered, Detective.
The second fire broke out around the time the Yatagarasu was spotted in Alabast. That's also when a suspicious person was spotted in Babal, which caused some panic.
Hold it!
Hold it! So no one was able to get a good look at this Yatagarasu that entered Babal.
Yeah. All they saw was a mysterious person wearing a long coat. But that's not enough to make a positive ID, you know?
Still, it was enough to make the people who received the calling card panic even more.
A person in a long coat. Sounds like the exact same person I saw.
The Yatagarasu that appeared in Alabas was proven just to be a fabrication, a shadow. In light of that fact, the Yatagarasu, who also appeared in Babal, is also suspect.
You can't be serious. Not when we're this close to capturing the fake. I mean, Callisto you!
So the Yatagarasu appeared, caused mass confusion, killed Mr. Cochin, and then disappeared. And started fires. By the way, Detective, why did you not chase after the Yatagarasu?
I did, but, well, this embassy is huge, sir. I got separated from the other staff members I was with, and I was lost for a while there.
Hold it!
Hold it. You didn't even memorize the layout of the building you were to guard, Detective?
I'll be sure to do that from now on, sir. But you know, it was thanks to me being lost that I was able to come to Kay's rescue.
Oh, is that a fact?
Yeah, it was when I was lost and wandering around in the 3rd floor hallway, sir. When I heard a scream, I headed towards it right away.
Oh, that's probably from when I found Mr. Cochin's body.
Yeah, I thought it sounded like her, so I got real worried and ran as fast as I could.
And it was thanks to Gummy that Miss Sheena wasn't able to take me away. You covered for me until you got here, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, I see. So he can be. He is useful. Fuck you, Edgeworth.
Still, it's too bad that Agent Sheena got here before I did.
I wonder where Agent Sheena was before you found her here.
Well, just before I got to this room, I saw her coming out of the room from next door.
Whoa. That's in my logic
Put
box.
that in your logic box, sir.
Aye, aye, Captain. Agent Sheena mentioned something about chasing the Atagarasu herself earlier.
Well, she apparently helped in putting out the first fire. And during the second fire, I heard she was busy chasing the Atagarasu.
She seems to be a very dedicated agent. You would do well to learn from her.
Why are you pointing at me when you say that, sir?
No reason. It's fire. These must have been the large green flames Ambassador Poleno saw.
With flames like these, it's no wonder he couldn't get in.
Okay, by the time you came into this room, had the fire already been put out?
Yeah, the fire had died out or something by that time.
And this fire in here only burned from the time the fire started in the 3rd floor. Until the Atagarasu appeared and caused a stir in the ball, I suppose.
I guess Mr. Poleno was just lucky enough to run into this fire as it was burning, huh?
Yes, you could put it that way. And since you were the first to discover the body, we can assume that no one else entered the room until that time. No one other than the person you were chasing, of course.
I knew it! That person I saw was definitely up to no good. I mean, that person could even be Mr. Cochin's killer!
That's very likely to be the case. After all, that person came into this room before you, or became into this room before you, and must have chosen this room precisely, so they knew no one would be in here.
Okay, then maybe the green fire was where it was to prevent anyone from coming in. But then, what did the person set on fire to make the green flames?
Well, whatever it is that person burned, it made a rather sizable fire.
And since the fire's green, well, we've seen something that burns green, right? It's a bit tinier than these flames, but you get what I mean.
Indeed. Yes, and I do believe that what you're thinking is exactly why these flames are green. Which fire-related piece of evidence burns the same color as these green flames? Oh my god, it's the oil. I don't know, the fucking oil.
Take that!
Take that. The silhouette lantern. Its green flame comes from the wit crystal it's burning.
Yeah, that's the fire I was thinking of too. I love the green it gives off.
I think we've now established that the green flames were caused by wit crystal oil. Furthermore, we know there's only one other thing that's made from wit crystal oil.
Oh, you mean that thing Mr. Poleno was mistaken about, right?
Yes, precisely. As we found out earlier in our investigation.
That's a gumshoe. What? I don't get it. Can you fill me in, sir?
Fine, I suppose. I'll explain it in a way that you can understand, Detective. This is the thing made from wit crystal oil that Ambassador Poleno was mistaken about.
Take that!
Take that. Babbly's ink is made from wit crystal oil.
Oh, so it should burn the same color as the flames in the lantern, right?
Yes, precisely. However, the green flames in the room were not from the bottle of Babbly's ink.
Because we found the ink Mr. Cochin used on his desk, right?
Indeed. However, we know that Mr. Cochin was smuggling the ink in massive quantities. Now, what do you suppose he made using all that ink? I believe what he made with that ink is the answer to what gave birth to this green flame.
Oh yeah, I'm beginning to really feel the energy coming from you, Mr. Edgeworth.
It would appear that I've finally found it. The smuggling ring's real goal. My energy. Made of Babbly's ink. This is the source of the green flames.
Take that!
The money. What would consume that creative a volume of ink to make? That would be the money. The counterfeit bills that the smuggling ring made and are circulating in Zhongfa.
You're kidding! You're saying that it was Mr. Cochin who made the counterfeit bills?
I am. And I believe that you could go even as far to say that he stole Bob Bill's printing press. Ambassador, Mr. Cochin had permission to freely use the printing press, correct? Why yes, and I do remember seeing him use it in the middle of the night. I just thought he was making coupons. But never did I think you'd be using it for such a foul deed. Ambassador, because of your secretary's crimes, you will need to be investigated as well. Yes, I suppose so. Caused a bit of trouble for a few countries, haven't we? It's my duty to search out all who shielded Mr. Cochin and concealed his crime. But they are the ones who started the fire in order to destroy the evidence. Counterfeit bills. They're all burned and stuff.
Knowledge happened.
I'm in danger. This grandfather clock is apparently in a different position before the fire.
According to staff members, the clock was flush against the wall before the fire, sir.
Which means that most likely it was moved by someone during the fire.
Speaking of which, it's totally 11 o'clock now, but I don't hear any chiming.
Oh, that's odd. It was still chiming right on the dot every hour this morning.
Pie Day's almost over.
I know, right? We didn't even get to have any pie. We almost just got baked in the embassy. Maybe the fire damaged its internal mechanisms or something. Ambassador Plano, maybe take a look inside that clock? Sure, go right ahead. Go right on ahead. Detective Gumshoe, if you could please inspect the insides of this clock.
Yes, sir, I'm on it. Mr. Edgeworth, I found this inside, sir.
It looks like a length of wire. So this is what caused the clock to stop chiming.
Important.
But what was that long length of wire doing inside of this clock in the first place? Put the wire in my organizer. Why would someone do this to such a valuable clock?
Sounds like it wasn't Mr. Polano that put the wire in there.
Then perhaps it was Mr. Cochin's killer who did. He examined everything in this office.
I guess we have, okay.
There's one thing that bothers me.
I just accidentally clicked everything important first.
Oops. Perhaps I should ask Ambassador Polano about it. Ambassador Polano, there's something I'd like to ask you about. Yes? About this office, it appears to me to be very similar to Ambassador Alba's office. For example, the location of the fireplace, the position of the grandfather clock, and, I don't know, the fan, I guess. Yes, that's right. You've also paid a visit to the Alabastian side of the embassy, I see. Our two embassies actually used to be one. Yes, I know. Even the pamphlet mentioned that. Which is why the building is bilaterally symmetrical. Whoa, I used a fancy word there, in the box. So no matter which room, the location of the fireplace and the like are exactly the same. Isn't that cool? Even where the art is located is the same, as my room is currently under renovation. We worked hard to make Manny's room look like the ambassador's office, but we couldn't get like the Coney Mansion like Chia Pet, unfortunately.
You mean for your handshake photo? For your handshake photo op with the Jammin' Ninja?
Yes, that's right. But also, I thought the Chia Pet looked cool. I mean, what's the photo like that worth if it's not taken in the ambassador's office, right? It's lame. Yet another odd expression of Bobble's obsessively competitive spirit with Alabasta, I take it. Thank you, Ambassador. And that piece of evidence is all I needed to connect the dots. The information. I don't really know what you're talking about, but okay. Connect the dots, huh? Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm glad I'm able to be some help.
I see some dots. I don't know if they're the same dots though. So,
What dots are you thinking, streamer?
they're in my logic box.
Logic box. Bilateral symmetry. The Alabastian and Bobbly sides of this building are symmetrical to each other. As we know that to be a fact, then this room's fireplace may also hide a secret passageway.
A secret passageway?
In Alabast, the fireplace turned out to have a revolving back wall.
A revolving wall? Sounds like something out of a ninja house.
Wow, there was a trick like that built into the fireplace, sir?
Oh, what? This embassy holds that kind of secret? Whoa! There seems to be a lot about this room that you don't know about, Ambassador. That's... I guess it's time to pay the bill for letting Manny do so much work for me. Please, I really want to know about the real Manny and what you know about this room, so...
What are you waiting for, Mr. Edgeworth? Let's get to the bottom of this.
Agreed. And my first thought is it's likely the killer used the revolving fireplace. Revolving fireplace.
Interesting. Looks like just another fireplace, though, doesn't it? So how do you turn it again?
In Alabast, I had to push where the X was on the far wall of the fireplace. X.
Oh, I see an X back there, sir. Let's see what happens when I push it.
Hold it!
Hold it!
You scared me, sir.
There is something about this fireplace that lies in contradiction to the facts.
Huh? But we found an X where you thought there'd be one, right?
We did, but that's not what I was referring to. Something is missing from the scene. What does this contradiction mean for us? And I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
This is, listen. Yeah. Okay.
If we push this X mark, the fireplace wall should turn.
A revolving fireplace wall. That's neat, sir. We should hurry up and...
Hold it!
Hold it, there's a contradiction here, apparently. Detective, we need to wait. We need to examine something. Besides which, there's also something I'd like to test.
Like what, sir?
I'll tell you later, Detective. The streamer has to figure this out. For now, let's continue with the investigation.
Yeah, there should be... But it was used. Which we totally know because the ink's not there.
Eureka! This points out exactly what's so contradictory about this fireplace as it currently is.
But what exactly is that?
Oh, that's okay if you don't see it, Kay. I don't really get it either, but I figure it's just too splendid for me to understand. So come on, Mr. Edgeworth.
Uh-oh.
Why don't you tell us what exactly is so contradictory?
It sounds like I'm getting bitched.
I can't exactly admit to being wrong if Detective Gumshoe's the one asking.
I'm going to break
Come
your
on, Mr.
bones,
Edgeworth.
sir.
My youth only lasts for so long, you know.
Yes, well, let's take another look at the fireplace first, shall we?
Maybe it's because I clicked on the X, but I'll look at the other things. But the ink should be there.
All I see inside this fireplace is starter wood.
More importantly, the ashes should also be there.
Yeah, so maybe it wants me to go down there. Huh, that's odd. It doesn't match up with what Mr. Polano said earlier. Oh, my
What is
cat.
the meaning of this contradiction? Yipsy,
Yeah,
where's
maybe
Meow?
we just do it down here.
She's not meowing. I like when your cat meows. Eureka!
Okay, I just did it in the wrong spot.
Ambassador Plano, you said that you burned some old files in this fireplace, correct? Today, of course. Yes, I burned quite a few files this morning, actually. And after you did, you forgot to clean out the ashes from the fireplace, correct? That's right. Why are you asking? And why are you making such a scary... Am I gonna get lectured again? Please don't lecture me. I'm sorry, I'm a bit intimidating when I'm serious. But, in any case... Take a good look at this fireplace and tell me what you find out about it. Let's see... Hey! Where did all the ashes go? That's going in the box. Whoa, it's going in the box.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Edgeworth?
You don't really think that Ambassador Paleno is lying, do you?
No, there's no reason for him to lie. I don't believe his testimony is wrong either. It is the fireplace that is causing the contradiction. Kay, I wonder if you might update the fireplace data for me.
You got it. I'll add in the ashes from the burned files and...
What's the contradiction?
Sounds like we pretty much figured everything out now, huh?
Well, it was nothing. All I did was follow where our leads led us.
Oh, I sense it coming on. You're about to dazzle us again, right?
Oh, you mean that? Well, it's what Mr. Edgeworth is known for, you know?
There is really no need for you two to dance around the name of what I'm about to do. I don't even know what I'm about to do. I'm gonna be
Fireplace, I think.
I won't rest until I've already checked this area earlier, but it never hurts to take another look. That's the other line. I forgot about this one. The ashes Ambassador Paleno left here have disappeared. If we follow where this place of information leads, we should begin to see the truth. I have to use my
It's time to use
superpower.
your secret weapon, right?
Yeah, go on, sir. Use your special skill.
My superpower. I'll ignore your strange phrasing for now and focus on the information we have instead. With my superpower, just a little further, I can sense the truth lying on the other side of this.
Big thinking.
The reason as to why the ashes are missing is simple.
It's not because someone cleaned them up, right?
No, because even if someone did sweep them up, the fireplace is too clean for that. Ambassador Paleno said that he spilled some Babelis ink when he was burning the files. And yet, there's not a trace of the spilled ink on the back wall anywhere.
Well then, I don't know what happened.
Well, I'll tell you exactly what happened. The two sides were switched. By using the revolving fireplace wall, the ashes were moved into the neighboring room. Which means that this is a clear indication that the fireplace was used.
Yeah, we do have a massive problem that I've noticed.
It's the massive problem, streamer.
I'm sure we'll get there.
Okay.
Did you mean the person I was chasing disappeared from this room through there?
Yes, I believe the person you were in pursuit of is Mr. Cochin's killer. And after committing the murder, escaped through the fireplace. Whoa.
Yeah. Wow, Mr. Edgeworth, you figured out the killer's escape route.
I have, but this is only the beginning. Now we have to chase the killer down.
Yeah, big play.
Oh man. Logic superpower.
Yeah, large
Ooh.
play. Large play.
Oh boy. If the killer used the fireplace in this room to escape into the next,
That raises
Well.
so many more questions, though.
then it's only logical for us to talk with the person who was in the neighboring room.
Well, the person that was in the next room was... Oh, it was that person, sir.
Yes, Detective. Agent Sheena, in the box.
I'm in the box.
We don't really see the box that much in this one. We really miss the box. It only shows up sometimes. It's looking more and more like Miss Sheena is the killer, isn't it?
Let's not jump to conclusions yet. We need to go and, well, go through what we know so far. She came running straight into this room from the next one and instantly accused you. Furthermore, she claimed that it could only have been you that killed Mr. Cochin. I don't have any proof yet, however, I know she's hiding something from us.
Okay, then why don't we just go ask Miss Sheena herself?
Hold it! No, not yet. There's something that needs to be done first. Detective Gumshoe, it's time.
Sir, is it my turn to do something, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes. I have a two-part special assignment for you. First, I need you to run a handwriting analysis on Damask 2's note.
Okay, I'll get the lab boys on that right away.
Second, I want you to see if you can fit through this revolving fireplace wall.
Right now, sir?
No, of course now. We need to test our hypothesis first, don't we? We can't wait a decade.
Go on, Gummy, you can do it!
I'm like 3 times Sheena's size, sir. I don't think this data is gonna be very accurate.
Yeah, but if
Gonna
you
be
do it, then
extremely accurate.
literally like everyone else can.
Okay, I guess Kay has a point. I'll do this like a real man.
I'll get you Burger King after.
Here I go, through the fireplace and back, for Burger King.
You shouldn't need to psych yourself up that much for such a simple task, Detective, but it has Burger King attached, so... Whoa!
I'm moving. Wow, the wall inside the fireplace really did turn.
That's so neat! Now I want to try going through there too!
There really is a secret passageway through there. Oh, I had no idea. It would appear then the ash really was pushed inside the other room. Furthermore, the Bobbly's ink you spilled, Ambassador, it's right there on the back wall.
Okay, here I go, sir.
Hold it!
Oh, hold it. Detective, I'd like you to go through there under the same conditions as the killer.
Huh? There's all that ash and stuff.
And your point is? Oh no. Now we're short on time, so if you could please... No! Hurry on through. No!
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we pretty much have the whole picture, right?
No, not yet. There remains a few more mysteries to solve. Such as the Yatagara's whereabouts, the other smuggling ring members, the 2 weapons
there's a lot
that
of
made it
problems
across
still.
the border, the key Miss you stole 7 years ago, all my shit, my evidence thing. In fact, we haven't figured out a damn thing regarding how Miss Yu is related to these embassies.
Mr. Edgeworth.
A number of pieces connect in a very complicated way in this
The
case.
only thing that we figured out is that Sheena probably killed Manny Kochan. But at the same time, there has to be, like, a lot of people involved in this case, and Manny Kochan is evil. So, like...
It's true. I only said 2 lines. It's how you know how evil I am.
So, like, I don't know.
It's almost enough to make one completely mentally exhausted.
What are you saying, Mr. Edgeworth? I thought you were the one who said that it's easy if you follow the leads.
Was that supposed to be an impression of me, Kay?
I didn't do the
that was
accent,
very
but yeah.
British.
If it's info gathering you need, Gummy and I can help with that. Then all you have to do is show off your fancy schmancy logical deductions.
And my badge. Show off. Does it seem like I'm being boastful when I do that? She's totally right.
Let's not overcomplicate matters, okay, Mr. Edgeworth? We've been so focused like a laser on only what seems strange and out of place. It's no wonder nothing's clicked and we haven't unlocked anything yet. But if we think things through calmly, the answer should come to us.
Hey.
That's the sort of thing I say to myself. When I'm practicing how to unlock padlocks, you know.
That is something I hope practice does not make perfect for your sake.
Yay! It looks like you're back to your straight-laced self again.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm back, sir.
Yay! Get him Burger King. Oh, they're closed. Get him Burger King in the morning.
I'm going to get you Burger King in the morning, Detective. Thank you.
We
Yes,
can
I
walk
see that.
through the drive-thru, sir. We're getting Burger King right fucking now.
You're right. We so are, Detective. Good work. Oh.
Oh my,
Looks
oh
like
my
you can use that
goodness.
fireplace. Looks like you can use that fireplace like a door, sir.
Holy shit.
God damn.
Are you alright,
damn.
Gummy?
I'm okay. It's just a bit of ash and dust and all.
Gumshoe wakes up to ash and dust. Your jacket has gotten quite filthy. I see the hem is practically turned black.
Yeah, well, quite a bit of the unburned ink got on it, sir.
I see. Thank you, Detective. You did a fine job. I'll get you that Burger King right away. I'll Uber it, actually. I'll even pay the cleaning bill for the trench coat.
What? Oh, no, sir. I could never. This is just my old coat, sir. If it was a coat I actually cared about, then I'd get it cleaned, but, you know.
I see. Very well, then. As you wish. Burger King it is.
So because Gummy was able to climb through the fireplace, we know it can be used, right?
Yes, but that's not all we learned. We actually learned one other important fact.
And that is?
I will have to explain this to you later.
Oh.
Right now, we need to deal with the handwriting analysis. Detective Gumshoe?
Yes, sir. I'll be back before you know it.
He just actually left.
Oh, he just left. Wow, he's fast. The handwriting analysis on Mr. Cochin's handwriting will take a bit of time. Let us go and wait in the Theatrum Naturalis, along with Agent Lang and Agent Sheena. To be continued.
That's a
God
cliffhanger.
damn.
That's a cliffhanger I could roll with.
Damn, the plot thickens, I see.
He better get some extra fries. We'll feed.
I'm getting him some extra fries.
Gumshoe will be fed like a king in the morning.
A Burger King?
A Burger
Yeah.
King?
I'm the Burger King now, sir.
I'm the gamer.
It's
Well,
true.
God, this case has broken up our characters in such a weird way.
It really has. This is
Alabas
the
is the
big
Llama
case.
Homber side.
It's true.
Babal is the Galactan side.
True.
True.
Anyway,
This case is also a lot of our characters talk to each other.
true. Well, not so much me.
It's true. I've gotten more used to it, but oh man, it definitely tires you out after a while.
Well, good shit. We're still in the middle.
Yep, still in the middle.
Still in the middle. So
Welcome to the longest case.
next time we'll be in the middle.
Will we figure out the Yatagara's true identity?
Yeah.
Malcolm in the middle.
K. Faraday. I like Poleno. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting massive fooled. Maybe it's like the greatest ruse we've seen yet. But he seems to.
I'm not suspicious in the slightest.
If he's not suspicious, then he seems like a pretty swell guy.
It's because I sell my coupons to Costco in Bobbly's Tourism.
God bless America. Yeah, it could be a ruse. I can see it going both ways. We also haven't like talked to Old Man Jenkins like at all since he's shown up. So that also like makes him slightly suspicious of terms of like not showing up. There's a lot going on. Sheena is now big sus, but there also could just be multiple. There's multiple deaths, but Manny Cochin could have easily killed Mask the Mask and then died. Like, there's a lot that could have happened.
It's a long case, but it is honestly one of my favorite mysteries. There's so many different parts to it. There's a crazy amount of parts in this case.
I don't know if the jamming ninja is important. We have a guitar pick. There's a possibility that is a thing. I don't know. It's the middle.
Middle.
So next time we'll maybe figure out some more shit.
Who really is Sheena?
Who is shit actually? All right.
Where is the Burger King?
Who is the real Burger King? Gumshoe.
Gumshoe is.
Gumshoe.
Yeah.